How we doing back there, R2?
And Chub, we're alive. Okay, awesome. Oh, also, everybody. Okay.
What?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the table. And excellent, wonderful. We're just going around the fucking table right now.
We're cooking. We're cooking.
Oh yes.
Let her cook.
And would one of you be able to check the audio for me to make sure the stream sounds okay with the music and everything? Perfection.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to make sure it's not overpowering our voices. But
Perfection.
yes, welcome to Blood in the Water. This is going to be great. Fighting, they were able to take out the 6th rung of the ladder that is the Shiver Gang. But now they got to contend with 5 through 2. So we're going to see how that goes.
Shit.
Also, I think we sound good.
We sound good?
just
Perfection.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch over the music. It's like a more like action-y paced thing. And so if you can just tell me when I do... Actually, wait, hold on. Why don't you do that now? Yeah!
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Little John.
Let's go.
Who are those fucking acrobats that were just being thrown up and like
During the Super Bowl, yeah. I don't think those were dancers. I think those were spectators.
They were
just snatching.
Little
was
John
great.
was throwing them
Got
himself.
me, Harold! Harold, they got me!
Don't let go! Whee!
Harold.
Okay, let me lower the music a little bit. Just
Alan,
a
Alan,
smidgen.
Alan.
I think we should be good. Okay. You guys, okay, is there anything else that needs to be spoken of before we hop right in?
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, got it. Gab, can you give me one more audio check for the combat music?
Hi, Emmy.
Emmy, hello!
Hello, Emmy!
Emmy, you're totally cool. Thank you for stopping in at all and saying hi. We appreciate that. Oh my god, Gab, are you okay?
She's focused. She's in the zone.
What?
She's in the zone.
I'm hearing the Zoom audio and I'm hearing the rulebook optional audio, and it's like
Yeah, got it.
Equations
Wait, what I
floating
can
around
do-
her. Right here.
If I just go onto my fucking, if I just go onto Twitch, I can just look it up myself. Hold on.
yeah. If you do it on the phone, it'd probably be easier than.
Hey guys,
like,
you
the
want to hear
laptop.
us? Hold on, wait.
Mm.
Here we go.
Damn it, you made me on.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Surprise yacht attack.
Damn it.
The power I hold.
Okay, excellent. All right, so without any further ado, we ready to hop in? We want to play some D&D?
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Yes, and yes. Then, as always, eat deep and cleansing breath before we hop right in. Sound good?
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Okay, then everybody, please join me. And everything after the breath is canon. Now, guys, I'm gonna keep it real. Did not write down a recap, but to recap what has happened so far, completely off the top of the dome, you all were able to kill Bull, and after you killed Bull, you talked to this wonderful little bamboo shark named Carpet, and from Carpet, you learned of a dastardly plot by that of the Shiver Gang. The Shiver Gang being this collection of these apex predator sharkin with a hierarchy that goes from the 1st rung to the 7th rung, with Carpet being the 7th rung with some excellent persuasion from all of you in combination, was able to reveal that Kenneth Ward was supposed to steal documents steal books and knowledge relating to the carpal tunnels, which were never in the library of the Terraborgs to begin with. And now, after all of that, you guys immediately racing to the carpal tunnels, submerging yourselves within the cold, still, deep waters. You began swimming until you come to the deepest part of the carpal tunnels, which seems to be some kind of ancient mortuary, specifically involving the goddess of the deep sea and to some death by the sea, Umberly. And you guys were able to get there first. Olive was able to see this stone tablet with a message written in her own handwriting that she needs to translate to herself using her incredible connection to this mortuary. And just as she began to do that, Mud clocked this black tip, coral-infested sharkin swimming directly towards all of you. And we jumped into proper initiative order. We all ready to begin?
Alright.
Oh, and also, if
Oh,
anyone
no.
As ready as we're gonna be.
killer. And also for any mage armors, anything like that, I will say that we'll just say that like Mud, being able to prep that, I think it wasn't a guiding bolt. You had some kind of attack prepped.
I wrote it
yeah.
down. I have guiding bolt. I'm holding it.
Okay,
I was holding it.
We'll say that like with that like momentary shine of magical energy, all of you know that shit's about to pop off. If you guys want to do any kind of mage armor preparatory stuff, you can do that now.
How long does mage armor stay on for?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Until
Oh, so
the
we would have
combat's over.
actually. Well, so we would have used it last.
Yeah.
And still be up.
It'd be
Yes,
up.
Because
okay.
it's not
excellent.
concentration.
That is completely within the lines of everything. I love it, love it, love it. All right. So, proper initiative. Any
Hell yeah.
other things that need to be done or discussed before we jump in?
Nah.
Oh, and Kate, do you have that packet that I gave you?
I do, yes.
Perfect. We'll get to that in a little bit. Then with that,
Yes.
and I'm not gonna lie, I recently rewatched the last episode to look at the initiative orders, and all of the others were like pretty okay. It was like a 14, like an 11, and like an 8. Darby, I remembered calories off of memory, like just flat out, because it was a 30, because you rolled
Damn.
double everybody, even the enemies. So
Let's go.
Darby,
Let's go.
with calorie first up, knowing that shit's about to pop off, what do you do?
Okay. Knowing
Sneak attack.
knowing that things are about to pop off, and knowing that Olive needs us to buy her time to figure this out. First, I'm going to grab her hand and squeeze it and say, "You can do this." And I'm going to give her Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
That is a D6. And with that, I kind of trail my hand up her arm and squeeze her shoulder and say, "And be safe." And I'm going to cast invisibility on her,
Oh,
which
okay.
will last an hour. And ends either after an hour or if she attacks or casts a spell.
Okay.
And then I am going to take my movement. I don't want to put myself in a line with Mud, but I want to like be ready. Oh wait, I'm a seal. I guess I become not a seal for spell casting purposes.
We've already ruled this. You can do Bardic Inspiration and cast spells in seal form.
Ooh.
Yes.
You feel the flipper slide up your arm.
Seal can't shoot a gun though, so I am gonna become cowardly.
Okay, more than okay. Got it.
Steel can't shoot a gun.
And
Not yet.
Not yet, not as of yet. And I am going to kind of wait right here at the back of the tunnel. I'm kind of going to like swim upward a little bit so that I can see over moss, but I'm still, over mud, moss.
Okay.
We're basically the same person.
And I am staying hidden right here, but trying to keep sight on what's going on. And
Okay.
that is my turn.
Totally cool. No one even in this room that is hostile yet. I'll say that you're able to hide in this corner and kind of swim yourself down in cowrie form right next to these. Essentially, they're not urns that contain ashes, but urns that contain bones that have been withered down to sand just from the currents of the sea. And you're able to kind of tuck yourself behind them right there. As you do that, we then head over to some of the bad guys. We're doing traditional initiative order here. Alrighty, first and foremost, we're gonna do. I just need to make sure I get the speeds correct here. On the cards. Okay, got it.
Drew,
What's up?
question. I was holding the guiding bolt until I saw something.
Yes.
Would that... You can rule it however you want to.
That's
don't
actually,
know.
Actually, when we get to Blacktip's turn, I'll allow you just to cast that guiding bolt if you want to do that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, got it. And Blacktip actually goes after you, so you'll just be able to. So it'll be like you can do your turn, and you can also do that if you want on Blacktip's turn. Make sense? Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah.
So,
Or should I save it for healing? I don't know.
well,
Ignore me,
you know,
ignore
I'll
me.
actually let you decide if you still want to do that, but the option is there for you. Make sense?
Okay.
Okay, super cool. Immediately, her. Okay, Olive now invisible, Cowrie hiding out. Cowrie, what you're able to see, it's a... I want you to get the proper description up very quickly, because I want to make sure... that I give the most accurate description possible. So I pop into here, and then I roll all the way down to here. What you are able to see is this large hand curl, because again, it's so incredibly dark in here. This large hand curl into the entrance, and a head and body begin to emerge out of like the entrance of this mortuary. And what you're able to see, it's the strangest thing, top to bottom. It's a dark blue leathery hide skin with 2 light hammers, basically in rungs on his belt. You're able to see bare-chested, same kind of like thick, hard to penetrate muscle. And the oddest thing is that his head is shaped like a T, because a hammerhead sharkin emerges out from one of these entrances and appears right next to her. Right there.
Oh no! Oh no!
I didn't know that was a door.
Yep. Oh, okay. Just to be fair, the sapphire plates right here. These are where the doors are. If you guys didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit.
Just so you know. So he ends up right there. He is then going to look directly over to you, her. And her, I want you to give me a quick deception roll as this guy rolls perception.
Is this
Oh,
your
that was
boy?
cocked. That was cocked. Oh, that
What if
one
this
was
is
not
like your?
cocked.
What if this is like your undead friend? Lol.
A tasty 10.
Tasty 10? Okay. With an 11 perception check, you look over and immediately you're able to see this guy lock eyes on you. And just quick, so should we allow there to be like just we'll allow dialogue down here. Yeah, sure. These people can talk underwater. Looks over and immediately goes, "Hurricane," and locks eyes on you. As you remember what Carpet said, with your friend who died, you're able to see essentially this like hammerhead sharkin with murder in his eyes, but only having melee attacks, using his full movement to get to you, cannot do anything else. That is Hammer's turn. But he has locked eyes on you. Next coming up. Okay, got it. Calorie, perception check.
Oh. 17.
17, excellent. Also give me a stealth check and beat a 12. 12.
24.
24, excellent. You are able to watch as emerging out of full movement, emerging out onto this like sapphire platform. It's a shark. I want to make sure I get all this right here. You are able to watch as a white underbellied sharkin with almost like tannish brown overskin. You're able to see leather coverings across muscular pectorals, as well as leather coverings among the midsection going down, with what seems like almost like what is it called? Like a quiver full of unique looking spears, pokes her head out directly into this chamber, spear in hand, and says, "The quarry is yours, Hammer," and then begins scanning the room for anybody else. Olive's invisible, can't see you. Carrie, you're hiding, doesn't see you, as you see a sand shark sharkin emerge into this chamber.
Oh no.
And is actually going
I'm so fucked.
I'm coming.
Can't see both of you.
Hold on.
And with that is going to basically just hold an attack in case Hammer seems like he's in trouble. But a thing that you guys are able to learn from that statement, all of her and Cowrie all together, is that it seems that when a quarry has been marked by one of these sharkin, it's seen as respectful, or maybe like some kind of unwritten rule of conduct to not interfere when it's that personal. Know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, Apex Predators. It's the way they work. That's Sandy's whole turn. Next, we're gonna go down to Mud. Mud, what do you want to do?
Okay. As part of my subclass, I can cast Guiding Bolt as a part of my Druid subclass. I can do it 3 times per long rest. So I unleash a Guiding Bolt at Black Tip.
Got it.
right in front of me. Okay. Okay.
You got it.
It's okay. That's a 24 to hit.
Oh, the one towards Blacktip, 100% hits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Then that's 46 radiant damage on him.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Ooh, all fours. Jesus Christ, that's 16 points of damage.
Oh my god, 16 points of damage to Blacktip.
Radiant damage, and the next attack on him has advantage. Cowrie.
Okay.
Sneak attack. And then Mud will. Oh my god, let me back in. I was just in there. Why did you sign me out? I hate this.
Let me in.
Did it kick you out of the owlbear?
Yeah, you have to
Oh,
let
I
me
got
back
it.
in.
John
back in.
Owlbear.
I'm letting you in. There
Thank
you
you. There we go. And then I would like Mud is going to, and that was just a thing I could do before.
Yes, so we're gonna say that is honoring what you said at the end of last session. So we're gonna say that was basically like your fucking held action from before. So yes. So now what do you want to do with your turn?
Thank you. Can Mud, hearing this Sharkin shout hurricane behind him, you know, in the water, can Mud, no, like he turns around, he doesn't see Cowrie or any, like all he sees in there is just her being like, ah!
Yep.
So Mud would like to turn around, and can he swim to like
5, 10, 15,
10, 15, I don't know.
30. Well, because you have a swim speed because of your ring. So
yes,
yeah,
I do, and I have a speed
5,
of
10,
40
15.
feet.
20, 25,
Because I'm
30. You can 100% get, so you can basically get to hammer or be like around the little pedestal if you want. Like the little altar.
I'd like to be here if possible.
100% makes sense. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. And as I do it, I just turn to her and I say, "There's one coming in from the back, just so you know." And then what am I gonna do?
What are you going to
I'm
do?
just a little guy.
What
All
are
I can
you
do-
gonna eye?
What are do gonna
I'm gonna
I?
do what I can only do, and I'm bonus action rage.
Okay, got it.
Claws, and 2 attacks on Hammerhead.
On hammer. Let's rock it.
Okay, the lower one is a 14, which I don't think is gonna hit.
For hammer, 14 does not hit.
Okay, but the higher one is a 28.
100% hits. Yes.
Okay, cool. So one of them hits, and that is what is my shit? Okay, that's D6 plus 5 plus 2 because I'm raging, plus 1 because of my Eldritch Claws. So that's a plus 8. A D6 plus 8.
Okay.
Okay, 10 points of slashing damage to Hammerhead. His speed is reduced by 10 feet. And that's my turn.
Okay.
I've used my last rage. If I drop out of it, I will have no more. I looked at my character sheet, too, and I only had one left. So.
All good. Okay, well, thank you for being honest. You come in, massive claws, and you're able to create a slash going like from his collarbone down to the center of his chest, and immediately blood begins. Also, because like it's like a floating 3D space because you're underwater. Blood begins trailing into the water, and his pupils dilate. Now, we then, with that being your turn, you are now raging. Excellent. We then move down to Blacktip. Blacktip, who was seeing you flee, is immediately going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And just making sure on this, 35, immediately entering into the range of Cowrie. Cowrie, give me a quick stealth check.
He's glowing. I don't know if that, like, if he's like, you know.
1 second.
21.
21? He also got a 21, but it beats it in the favor of the players. as he is glowing, and he turns his back to Cowrie, essentially. He looks around, and Cowrie, you realize that in this moment, again, meets it, beats it, so it's like, just for a moment, you have to move behind one of these, like, massive urns, because you realize that as his shadow, as he casts light, your shadow is, like, on the wall behind where you are, and so you have to quickly duck to avoid that to make sure he can't see you as he, and he turns, and, like, the water, like, bubbles come out of everywhere, as Blacktip looks around and just thinks about what to do. Again, they were not close enough to attack you. You guys got there first. Excellent job. But then we come down. Also, Blacktip, covered in coral, and Cowrie on Blacktip's like waistband, like holster. You're able to see a mace that has become overgrown, like a proper, a morning star, which has the spiked tip covered in overgrown coral.
Steal it. Steal it.
Number one. Number two, you guys are able to look to the upper left of the mortuary, and you are able to see the final member of the Shiver Gang, at least for this pack, and you are able to see a Mako shark appear. Let me just quickly do this. Now, this Mako shark looks a little bit different. I'll just describe him really quick to everybody. Mako sharks, not as thick, not as muscular. This guy's definitely smaller than the rest of these guys that you've seen so far. But even with his like kind of elongated form, you notice that he is covered in seemingly like tattered and ripped robes along with leathers, and it almost seems like he has stone tablets on a metal rung hanging off of his side. And also, he only has one functioning arm. On the other side of his body, you're able to see a small flipper, almost like a human-sized elbow, and like a part of like a what the fuck is this bone called? I don't know. The tricep. What is it called?
Ulna.
Part of an ulna that then trails off into a very small flipper with a really bad
humerus. Sorry.
A humerus with a very bad injury, like on the right side of his body. And you're able to look out as he looks to all of you, and is going to very quickly. I need to go through spell lists very quickly. Hold on. And is going to look over, and I'm going to need her and Mud to give me a DC 15 con save, as he is going to cast Shatter directly in between both of you. And what both of you, while you're making that con save, you're able to watch, he steps out and goes, well, we can act very quickly, and we can resolve this and be back to 9 rows before the evening is through. And then you're able to hear, and this incredibly high-pitched ringing erupts into both of your ears, as it almost sounds like a sonar ping underwater. What'd you both get?
I got exactly a 15.
15, okay.
Is this bludgeoning damage?
For Shatter, that would be thunder damage.
I rolled a 1. Should I flip my coin?
Okay, I will let you decide.
I'm gonna save it. I have 62 hit points. I'm gonna
you
save
got hit points. You're so conny.
My D8. Okay.
I'm not. I have a +2 to con saves because I started as a
Jeez.
druid first. I
Right.
did druid first and then turned into a barbarian.
I have a +8 to con saves.
Okay.
So I've got a great wisdom saving throw and also proficient in intelligence for some reason.
Her 9 points. 9 points of thunder damage. Mud, you're gonna take 18 points of thunder damage as this sonar rips into the center of your mind. If you guys don't know, sonar pings underwater are very dangerous. Yes, what's up?
I'm resistant to thunder damage, so what would that go down to?
Down to 4 because we round down. As her, it almost seems like, again, what is a sonar ping but the movement and shaking of the atoms underneath the water, exactly how thunder rips through the sky. And so you are able, again, it still shocks you momentarily, but you are, wow, that's an insane damage reduction. Great job.
Do you know that?
What's up?
Sorry, fun fact. Navy has to be careful about when they do sonar experiments, because if they do it around a pot of whales, sometimes the whales will beach themselves so quickly they get like, what is it, the bends, and they'll die. So
It can also, fun fact.
Fun fact.
Because I actually built this with Cecilia. Fun fact about sonar pings. The Navy also has to be careful about doing it around people because sonar pings are so loud, the concussive force can make your internal organs explode inside of you. Yeah, just some, naval research is fun when you're doing a pirate game. All right, but with that, but with Mako's turn, casting that spell, kind of just remaining here, we then go down to Olive. Olive, what are you doing?
Oh, wow. Okay. This popped off in a way I didn't expect. But I am trusting my friends, my crew, and I will stay focused on this tablet here on deciphering.
Okay, got it. Well, I think if we haven't already gone over the rules, number one, the con, you can use your action to try to decipher what is on this tablet. However, actually, 1 second, I can make this way more appropriate. However, as you decipher this tablet, Olive, you are in the center point, at least of the grip aisle of the power of Umberly, this deeply appreciated and revered place of worship a generation ago. And so when you're confined within this space, as you're focusing all of your arcanic abilities into it, it's almost as if these bodies of ancestors surrounding you work in your favor, and you are able to use lair actions within this mortuary. So, what do you want to do?
I will use my action to try to decipher the tablet.
Okay, DC 15 Arcana check.
Okay. Yep, that's a 17.
Okay, absolutely killer. And you can still hold on to that bardic inspiration then, killer.
Yes.
Then I'm going to send, I'll send this to you, but then I'll also just state it out loud just for the understanding of everybody. You are able to run your hand over these, over this tablet of just untapped emerald energy. And what you're able to decipher after the first phrase, to the depths, is this next sentence, which is known as where the sun cannot touch. And also, you get the sense that after that sentence was revealed, there are 2 more sentences to be deciphered.
Gotcha.
So far, to the depths where the sun cannot touch. All right.
Okay. And so can I use, even though I use my action to do that, can I still do a lair action?
You absolutely can. The lair action will essentially act as bonus actions if you're trying to decipher the tablet.
Okay, cool. I will cause a slipstream.
Okay. So it's a 5 foot wide, 30 foot long, does not have to be a straight line. Let me just see something here. Okay, yeah, I want to put it on this the eastern side of the mortuary, and I want to try to catch Sandy and Hammer, and I want to push them back out the way Hammer came. Okay, so you want to create an underwater slipstream that's going to connect from Sandy to Hammer, and then you would, and then I believe also on that paper that I gave you, it's an extra 10 feet of pushback if you connect it to one of the entrances, meaning that you want to try to get them, you want to get both of them basically 10 feet outside of outside of this room, correct?
Yes.
Okay, makes total sense. What roll do I have to make for that?
They have to make a DC 15 strength or dex saving throw.
DC 15 strength or dex. Let me just get my cards for Sandy and Hammer up real quick.
And it says on a failure, they're pushed or pulled the length of the slipstream. So can it push them 30 feet out?
The length being like from where it starts to where it ends.
Ah, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, that language was unclear.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Let me just grab this, and I'll grab this. And so you want it to go boom, and then basically boom, and then push them out that way, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Sorry, back out. Which way?
Here, I'll do this. That way.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely killer. Let me make that check. Okay. Hammer succeeds, but Sandy fails. Sandy, prep with this spear, immediately can feel a rush of cold water current slam into her back as she is knocked into one of these coffins, cracking the stone as she is then whipped directly past Hammer, and then it ends there. So then be 5-10 additional feet, tossing her outside of this chamber. And Olive, I'm gonna say that as you're kind of locked into this, can I get her and Mud and Cowrie to give me a perception or religion check really quickly? Gab just saying hi in the chat.
I'll do perception.
Okay, killer.
Ooh, 19.
19?
No, yes, 19.
You said me too?
Yeah, everybody.
Oh,
Everybody.
Ooh,
Everybody get up.
perception or what?
Religion.
Just because I rolled high, we'll do a dirty 20. Because perception would be.
Perception, and then Cowrie, what'd you get?
10 perception.
10 perception?
Oh, no. Sorry, religion. Mine's a dirty 20 religion.
Oh, got it. Okay, so sorry about that. Cowrie, you're currently behind Blacktip and trying real hard to not get noticed by this coral-infested fucking monster. Mud, what you're able to notice is that you see that along with like these emerald crystals that are illuminating this space, you're able to notice like a stronger light kind of pops up behind you, and you momentarily whip your head around, and you're able to see that Olive's eyes, as she's locked into this tablet, as the slipstream begins, her eyes begin to glow completely emerald, as in like no whites, no pupils. Although her irises are already green, her eyes become completely green and begin illuminating.
Isn't she invisible?
Yeah.
Notice. Well, let's be clear. I already made you.
Y'all can see me.
But no, makes sense. I'll say that the enemies don't notice it, but you're able to notice.
Power of friendship.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're able to notice that, like, oh shit, like just for a second, her eyes like become almost like flashlights that illuminate the tablet in front of her. But what you're able to notice is that with this slipstream, with a dirty 20 religion check, as this water begins pulling Sandy out, you're able to look deeper into it, and there are almost like lines of like, you know how it's like when you see water moving like waves, even though there's not like any hardcore definition, you can still kind of like see almost threads of it as it moves. These threads look very similar to hands grasping onto Sandy's armor and quiver and are dragging her forcefully out of this chamber.
That's so cool.
Okay, killer. And then with that, Olive, is that your turn?
Yes, and keeping my invisibility as I'm focusing on this and conjuring that leer action. I just think in my head, focusing on this, get out.
Olive, in your head right now, you're able to hear, "They are defiling the sacred place. We shall leave them. We shall make them leave us. Leave us." And you can, you again, Olive, you get the sense of like, oh, it almost feels like security forcibly removing someone from a place they're not supposed to be.
Nice.
Okay, absolutely killer. Which then brings us down to her. Her, what are you doing?
Very cool. So first, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Frostbite on I believe it's the Mako shark, the one in the back left corner.
Oh, yes, the Mako shark. Okay, got it.
Mako shark. That is going to be a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Oh, you are so wise, Gab, because Con is his second weakest skill. Constitution save? That is going to be a 16 total.
Oh, okay. So then let me make sure. He might take half damage. On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage instead of 2.
Wait. What about a success? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If success would be 2d6, this is just a cantrip.
Okay.
Oh, and you said this is cold damage, correct?
Yep, that's 6 points of damage.
Okay, directly over to Mako as
Hell yeah.
You have offended him with your magic.
And then, so now I have a question.
Yes.
Could I do like a perception check out of all of the sharks here? Who would be like the one that's like more higher up on the chain?
Oh, you want to know? Okay, got it.
You're so cool.
Like an insight check.
Perception check. I'll also say that because of what Carpet told you, I'll also allow an investigation check if that would be better for you.
Let's see.
What a fucking idea.
Can I
Perception
help in any way from what I remember or no?
I'm going to say that, Mud, in your mind, I think there's an equal, like, you know that there's a hierarchy. I feel like regardless of the hierarchy, there's an equal hatred for all. Know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
These hands are rated E for everyone, motherfucker.
All right, that's a 16 then.
That's a 16.
That was 16 perception.
I'll tell you immediately right now. So with a 16, it's not perfect, but enough that you get a little bit of information. So you were able to see Sandy, and you were able to see everybody basically. And I'll say in your mind right now, you immediately think back to Carpet and Bull, 7th and 6th rung respectively, and you think, okay, Carpet's essentially physically useless and just used basically as chum to soften people up. Bull was big, but Bull was stupid, and so you think there's like there's more going on than just raw strength, but raw strength is still important. So you're able to look over, and I'd say that you're able to think that Mako and Sandy, although both clearly deadly warriors, they don't exude the attributes necessary to basically be the top rung. If it came down to it, how is ranged fighting and spellcasting in the mind of an apex predator better than just being the biggest and the strongest?
Okay, so you're saying Mako and Sandy might not necessarily be the top.
So in your brain, they are definitely lower down on the ladder. So it comes down between Black Tip and Hammer.
Oh,
does that make sense?
Boy. Yeah, and then can I do like you know how like for Black Tip, you know how he has like all the coral and stuff on him that would be poisonous? Can I do like a perception check to see if there's anything on Hammer like that would like cause us if we touched him or did something? Like if we touched him, if there would be any damage dealt?
Oh, yeah. Give me a quick. I want to say, give me a quick perception or medicine check.
That was a nat 1, never mind.
That was a nat 1? Yeah, this dude fucking hates you.
Alright, that's fine.
and if you touch him, he'll probably hate you more. So, there's that.
Great. Then I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna kind of look back and forth between Hammer and Black Tip, and I'm just like, fuck it, because like, I think I'd narrow my gaze more so on Hammer because he's pretty much marked me as his bait.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to cast Banishment on him. Charisma save of 14.
Yeah.
Okay, Hammer. It's time to bust it out of the cage here. Charisma save 14. All right.
Don't go ape shit. Don't go crazy.
He gets a +5 to this roll. It's gotta be an 8 or lower. All right. Okay. 13 on the die. Sadly, it's got, so with an 18 tries to cast banishment, but it does not take effect.
Okay.
Although, damn, that would have been powerful if it did.
Damn.
All right. Well, with that, that's my turn. That's my turn.
And actually, because that banishment failed, give me really quickly just one investigation check and beat a 12.
Easily.
Easily? Okay, awesome. As your magic jumps to you, and I know we haven't talked about it in a while, but like you are able to now like kind of retain your personality while casting magic just through your experience with it. And what you realize is that as lightning begins jumping in between your fingertips and like in between your legs and from your hair and like over to your shoulders, you realize that electricity seems to be arcing out further from your body than if you were on land. And so just an idea for your next turn, easily beating that, you get the sense that lightning spells underwater have an AoE effect, and that your lightning abilities may be more powerful down here than on the surface.
Damn. Okay. Great. Good to know.
I got you. Okay. That then brings us all the way around back to the top of the initiative order. We're going back to Cowrie. What are you doing?
Okie doke. I am lurking here behind Black Tip, and he is glowing with that guiding bolt.
Yep.
And
Advantage.
so I know I'm going to have to make a save, but I'm going to pull 32 and looking for like a weakest point with all this coral, Kaori considers for a second and then wants to try and slash across his gills.
Oh.
And this is with sneak attack.
Okay, got it. Oh, what's up, Moss?
Attack.
I was wondering if you could swim away first because he doesn't know you're there.
Well,
don't-
I'm-
it's-
then I'll
it's you.
then I'll just any direction I'm going closer to a shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them
Yeah.
cook.
Yeah.
Let them cook.
Let them cook.
Okay.
Let them cook.
Okay,
Yes.
do I make a save first or do I just attack first?
So we're
'Cause
gonna
I
say
know
it's
there's
the
something with
attack
con.
first and the cause of the attack. But I do like the fact
Okay.
that I do like a good question.
Gotcha. Okie doke. With 32, my shark tooth blade. I drop my die on the floor. Get
Disrespectful.
a new one.
Okay.
Don't count.
Okay, that is an. Oh. That is a 19 to hit.
That is going to hit Black Tip. Yes.
Yes.
I'll get that die later. Let's
Fuck
just...
him up.
This is 1d6 plus 2 more d6. That is 6. God, I'm so bad at math. 11 plus 4. 15 points of piercing damage to Black Tip
15
as I
points.
slash at him.
Well, let me tell you this much, Kaori. He definitely knows you're there now as
Sure does.
as like again, super sensitive point. You basically this is gonna be brutal, so trigger warning if you're a shark. You put 32 into one of his gills and rip at the sensitive skin until he's bleeding out of essentially one of his lungs. The way that he's able to breathe underwater, and immediately he whips around to look at you. But as you do that, as you're pulling out of his gills, your arm momentarily drags across some of the coral that was like lodged, like almost like as like a cage, like on his ribs. And I'm gonna need you to make a DC 10 Constitution save.
Okay.
You got this.
DC 10. That's a natural 20, baby.
Natural 20. Although you were able to see coral poking into your arms, it's nothing more than like the protruding needles of a sea urchin, and you've definitely gotten fucked up on some sea urchin venom before. You're totally cool, and just kind of
As a recreational drug.
and yes, as Black Tip turns around and is just wants to say something clever, he's just mad. And Kaori, what do you do?
With my bonus action, I grin at him, and when he turns, I'm going to use my rapier to slash at his gills on the other side.
Do it again.
I'm gonna do it again.
He
Twist
goes
it.
ahead and makes an attack roll.
Oh yeah.
That is
oh yeah.
a 25 to hit.
Absolutely hits 100%.
Okay.
Glass shark. Glass
Glass
shark.
shark.
Glass shark.
Glass
Shark
shark.
made of glass.
Glass shark
That
come.
is 8 more points of piercing damage.
Okay, 8 points of piercing. He whips around after you tear at his gills, and he goes, "Do you really want to do that again?" And you stab him in the other set of gills.
And then, because of a feature of my subclass, fancy footwork, since I made a melee attack, that creature cannot make opportunity attacks against me for the rest of my turn. So I am going to use my movement to go away. Do I have to make another con save? Or is it just the one?
Oh, so you did attack him with melee. Again, I'm just gonna roll it now. Yes, make another DC 10 con save.
Okay.
You got this.
That
You got
is-
this.
Swim away! That one's a tree.
You have a coin.
Wait, I'm
You
gonna
have
flip
a
my coin.
coin.
I'm gonna
Okay,
flip my
all right,
coin.
no
I'm
problem.
flipping my coin, rolling a different die.
I just don't want you to get paralyzed or something.
That's a 17.
There you go, there
17?
you go.
Okay, excellent. Again, just more sea urchin stuff. Just pricks into you, and it's almost like kind of like a nice la la la, just a nice little like head high, like almost like
La,
you're sniffing
la,
markers,
la,
and you
la,
begin
la.
ripping it. All right, so where do you go?
I am going to take my 30 feet just away, just so away,
Okay,
Yes.
so
Awesome
far
ass.
away, all the way
Excellent.
right over here. And that is my turn.
Well, I think what happens is like, because again, the movement and is like so unique as it's like, because gravity basically isn't in effect right now, and so you tear at his one set of gills, stab into the other, and then as he like swings down with like this morning star towards you, he does a full somersault as you kick off of his chest and begin like just piercing through the water.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Hell
okay.
yeah.
Amazing.
And that's your full turn?
Yes.
Okay, absolutely killer. We then move down to Hammer and
Mud.
Sandy.
Just.
Okay. So,
Hold
Mud,
the line.
look up some cool like alternate rules for like movement in D&D. I'm gonna try to do an overpower check. It's gonna be opposed athletics to try to move
Okay.
through your occupied space. Okay. So
I have advantage on this.
Okay, got it.
One fell out of the box.
Don't
okay.
count.
18.
18. Okay. Let's see what he gets here.
I don't know.
Okay. So that's gonna be
Might flip my coin.
that's gonna be a 14 on the die plus 8 for 22.
I'm gonna flip my coin.
Okay, you got to beat a 22.
You can.
Oh, easy, dude.
Okay.
That's 23.
Okay, excellent. He immediately, I'll say like, you know, with the your body kind of like shifting into animals, he immediately grabs you on, he grabs you on whatever armor you have and pulls you in and just like
None.
bubbles out of his mouth and goes, "You never get between a man and his quarry, son." And he tries to push past you, and your feet branch out into like frog legs as you begin paddling against him to keep him locked in the same position.
I just put one claw on top of like in between his two eyes and just
massive
push him
eyes,
back.
yeah. He
I
goes,
say, this one isn't for you.
he basically just says, "I'll pick my teeth with your bones then." And then he's
If
gonna
I
make
full thumb.
he's gonna make a hammer attack and a bite attack on you for his turn.
Okay.
Okay, hammer.
Cool.
Hammer. Your AC is 15, correct?
No, it's 13.
Oh, it's Your AC is 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds
I mean-
wrong in some way.
I don't have any armor on, and I don't have mage armor. That's not something I have.
Your AC is. Have I never attacked Mud before?
I don't-
No, that
I
can't
don't
be
know.
right.
It says 13. I don't know.
Is your armor equipped?
I don't wear armor as a barbarian.
Well, guys, I tried.
All right. All right.
I don't know. It's just what it says.
Well, that's a 15 on the die. It's definitely gonna hit.
Cool.
And for the bite attack, that is going to be a 13 on the die, which also hits.
Cool.
sorry.
dude.
Sorry. That was underneath that, but then with his modifier, it got to a 13. Wow, that seems okay. I am sorry.
All right.
It's just what it says.
It is what it is.
All right, but luckily this is all gonna be okay. So it's gonna be all of this plus 12.
The damage is plus 12.
Hold on, wait 1 sec.
Okay. That's you know what? It's fine.
Okay,
We gotta take Mud
but
shopping.
you're a barbarian. I built this around you being able to take a lot of physical damage with a hammer flies out from his with his hand flies out as he's holding onto you as one incredible hammer strike clocks into your jaw and you feel a little bit of like splintering. Oh, what's up?
Can I,
No,
just
I'm
because I
just-
hate to interrupt, I just don't want Mud to die. It says
okay.
on your sheet, on Arbor Defense, your AC should be 10 plus Dex plus your Con modifier.
Which is just my dex is +1 and my con is +2, so 13.
Oh, I was looking at your
Damn.
strength. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Ignore me.
No,
I'm
you're-
sorry.
Hey, look, honestly,
I
super.
take half damage because I'm raging.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Hey, look,
I think that's
we all
He got
pitched
so many hit points.
We all pitched in to help out there, which I really appreciate. It just turns out that his AC is 13.
I was looking at the strength and thinking that was it. But that was,
you're
sorry.
all good. Super happy.
I checked my AC before this fight started. I went, oh.
We'll also keep it real. I don't have your guys' character sheets up right in front of me, and so I appreciate you guys being able to be like double checking yourselves and each other. So
Yeah. Thank you, Cap.
Yeah.
Thank you, Darbs. Jesus.
Absolutely. But with a hammer strike directly into your jaw, and then with as your head kind of like cocks to the side, his underside mouth latches, like his jaw, like his teeth extend and latches onto your collarbone. It's going to be 27 points of bludgeoning damage, halved down to 13.
13?
Yes, 13. All right.
Okay.
Okay, now we move over to Sandy. Thank you for your
I am-
patience on that. I appreciate it.
Just at half health.
Okay. We then have Sandy, who can move. Okay, so it's difficult terrain because the slipstream is difficult terrain.
Yes.
So it's going to be 5, 15, 25, and then with 25 is then going to have to basically go 30, and it's going to pop right back up right there. Full movement, can't get any closer. And is going to look over at... Who are we going to look over at? I'm going to make a quick just perception check.
I'm so big and scary.
That is a...
My blood's... I don't have blood.
Yeah, exactly. It's just black
blood?
sediment leaving your veins.
Basically, it's dirt.
Well, with the nat 1, doesn't really give two shits about Cowrie, and so is going to throw a spear over at Mud, which, let's be honest here, is probably the best thing that could have happened here.
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
This might as well happen.
Spear going over at Mud. And is not in range of a bite attack, so cannot use the bite as essentially their bonus action. So multi-attack is not kicking, so it's going to be one spear attack.
Blood bleeds oobleck.
What is oobleck?
It's a non-Newtonian fluid, Drew.
Still... Bro, I'm a
Gross.
writer. I don't know much else. Okay. That hits you, Mud. Which is then going to be 2...
It's fine, guys. I'm having a great time. Listen, if I go down, I have a feat that lets me come
That's
back
true.
up if I roll a
That's
16
true.
or higher. So, you know,
I get knocked down,
he's
but I
hard
get
to
up
kill.
again.
15 have to 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
However, because it is your turn immediately afterwards, as Sandy... And you're able to see that Sandy probably isn't like an experienced spear fisher. Not in the sense of stabbing at things, but literally so strong can throw spears underwater to penetrate larger fish. And Mud, as this spear jams into you, a few things you're able to recognize just from looking down at it. One, all of these spears are essentially homemade. They're metal shafts with unique twine around them, but the tips are very unique because the tips are oddly small for what a usual throwing spear would be. You're able to look down as this spear begins to pop out of you. You notice the tip of this spear is a shark's tooth. And as you look over at Sandy's mouth, Sandy because again, their teeth regrow super fast, Sandy has removed some of her own teeth to make into these spears.
Oh, you're a little freak, aren't you?
And what you're also able to notice is that your wound begins bleeding up out into the water, basically like making the water red around you, as Sandy's spears have a unique effect, where if you're hit with one of Sandy's spears, on the start of your turn, you will take 1d4 bleeding damage until you are hit with a healing spell. It doesn't matter how little the healing is, but that bleed damage will continue every round until you are healed. Make sense?
Okay. Okay.
So this will not be halved, but you're going to take just 1 point of bleeding damage.
Okay.
And then that is Sandy's turn right next to Hammer, which means we go back down to Mud. Mud, what are you doing?
Cool. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do, because this is the only thing I can do, is gripping Hammerhead. Mud is going to do his 2 attacks on him, and then he's just gonna first I'm gonna do my 2 attacks. Okay. The highest one is in 16.
The highest one for Hammerhead?
Yeah.
Sadly, a
I didn't roll
16.
too cool.
Sadly, it's not going to hit.
Okay, so they both miss. With my bonus action then, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I am going to... Fuck, I should have done this before Hurricast Banishment. I'm so sorry, Gab. I'm going to do Unsettling Presence.
Okay.
And I'm going to Frighten
Okay.
Hammerhead.
Okay.
Target has disadvantage on the next saving throw it makes within the next minute. Yeah. That's just, like, my teeth shift into shark teeth, and I just, like, I'm not doing any damage, but, like, I just bite into him back.
Hell
and
yeah.
freak him the fuck out.
I'll also say that, like, as your teeth sharpen, your mouth begins to and begins to elongate out into almost like some kind of like porpoise maw, and a dorsal fin made of spine, like made of vertebrae, shoots out of your back as you take on the appearance of what could be considered to us like one of those aquatic, like shark dinosaurs, but what looks similar to a dolphin, as dolphins scare sharks. And
Absolutely.
Hammer is automatically scared as fuck.
Well, it doesn't, like, he's not frightened of me,
Yeah.
like he doesn't have that condition, but what I'm trying to do is, and you can make me roll like a performance check or something like that, I want to look like the biggest, scariest thing here, so all my squishy friends are safe.
Yes. No roll necessary. That is 100%. That works on Hammer. We'll see how it works for everybody else, but for Hammer, locked in and is scared. Awesome.
Shit.
And is that your turn?
Really sad. Yeah, I've already flipped my coin. I can't redo any of those
It's all good.
rolls.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, all good. Then with that, after Mud,
Sorry.
we're gonna go down to Black Tip and Mako. For number one, because they got the same initiative, so let me just switch over to their cards real quick. Okay, we got.
You're so smart to have the bad guys like go in pairs. Damn, how do you do it, Drew?
It's
How do
just,
you be so good?
Look, I just want to get the last combat we had. Rounds took an hour each, so I was looking to speed things up a bit. I just spit everywhere. Mako is good. You know what? Fuck it. Black Tip is mad. Black Tip is just gonna swim after Cowrie. Let's be honest, that makes total sense. He's like,
Yeah.
I figured.
Olive, you're able to watch as, like it's a ship passing overhead of a scuba diver. Black Tip swims directly by you, and if you want to take an attack on opportunity, you definitely can.
I cannot. Then I'll come out of invisibility. So I'm just. I don't see it. He don't see me. I don't see him.
Okay, not a problem at all. Black Tip races over to you, Cowrie. And Black Tip immediately says, "You have the audacity to draw my blood and cast it into the sea. Where do you acquire that right?"
Born with it. Woke up with it. It's a talent.
Dying with it, and he's gonna make an attack and a bite attack against you. All right, Coral Flail, number one. That is a 10 Cowrie AC of 15.
Yes.
Got a 16. Okay, got it.
Oh.
Just wanted to make sure. Being very fair about it. That is then going to be a bite attack as a bonus action. 15, which is going to be a nat 1. Misses on the bite. That is very important. Okay. So, Cowrie, as... again, this water just becoming almost like a small little whirlpool as he slams into your shoulder with the coral flail. You are going to take 7 plus 6 for 13 points of bludgeoning damage directly into your shoulder. And I need you to make a con save of DC 14.
DC 14. I got 16.
16?
Yes.
Excellent. Darby, you have avoided being
sea
poisoned
urchins.
This dude is a poisoner, and you've avoided it every single time. Excellent. And then with his bite attack, you were able to and swim out of the way, and his jaws latch into one of these coffins and crack stone as he rips his mouth away. As you just avoided a hell of a lot of damage. Excellent.
Woof.
Now, as Black Tip, as Hammer and Sandy kind of have this pod to the south covered, and Black Tip's pushing back Cowrie, Mako's gonna swim in a little bit and is gonna make an Arcana check.
You don't see me. You can't see me.
Okay.
You
can't.
can't see me.
Olive, please give me an... you can give me a Arcana check or Deception check, and I need you to beat a 17.
You should get advantage because she's invisible.
That's not how this works, but I like the hustle. I gotta respect
You
it.
got your bardic. Don't forget your bardic.
Arcana or Deception?
Arcana or Deception, yep.
Okay. I will add my bardic.
You're going.
I'm gonna save that. Wait, what is that? It's only a 13.
Only a 13?
Yeah.
Mako looks. Now, you guys are able to recognize this. Mako, somehow within the ladder, is a wizard. And so Mako looks over to the slipstream, is able to recognize the same thing that her saw, and sees those hands dragging dragged Sandy out. And Mako is going to swim over to this tablet right next to where Olive is, not yet seeing you, Olive, but is going to put his hand directly onto the tablet, not understanding this. And as Mako connects himself to this tablet, you're able to watch his completely black eyes become emerald, and you and Mako are now going to be making contested Arcana checks to use the lair actions.
Not
Oh my
on my
gosh.
watch.
But
bitch.
if he's like not attached to the book, then he can't do the layer action.
Nope, Mako has to be directly in the center of the arena to be able to use the lair actions as well.
Sounds good.
Welcome to combat for Arc 2, guys. Hold on
Not
one
so
second.
cool.
I need to get to
Bitch.
fucking where? Hold on. Lair. There we go. And I have
This
and
is awesome.
Kate, if you want to hold up a packet, I printed out a packet of the lair actions for Kate, and I have the same one up as a Google Doc right in front of me.
Oh my god. It's so many.
All right.
Oh.
So,
Mid.
congrats. So,
That's cool.
with that, Olive, I need you to give me a contested Arcana check. As
Yay.
Mako's gonna try to use one of these lair actions.
Yeah, not on my watch, bitch.
You got it, bestie.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to get advantage
Okay.
on this. Son of a bitch. May I also flip my coin?
But what did you get?
Well, answer my question first.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know right now. With a +6 to intelligence, he got a 9. So,
With the advantage, I also got a 9. So
beats it.
beats
In our
it in my favor
it
or in
would
his
it
favor.
would beat it in your favor. Yes.
Okay,
As
okay.
you are able to cause him to effectively waste, essentially. Here, let me actually make sure.
An
all this is-
action?
Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? You know what? How about this? It would effectively make him waste the ability to do a damaging spell.
Okay.
That makes sense? So now he can't
Yeah.
hurt you guys, but he still has some magical potential.
Yeah.
Now, which then means that if we then move over to... he is then going to do. Actually, no. He is going to hold an action. Oh, sorry. He's going to hold on and just wait for something else to happen. Perfect. Which then means after Mako, we then go down to Olive. Olive, what are you doing?
Okay, I really hate this guy being here, but
Okay.
First I'm gonna try and decipher the tablet.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna make
DC
that
15.
Arcana check. Oh, you son of a fucking bitch! I'm gonna flip my coin.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. Yep, there we go. 17.
17. Okay, next sentence. Almost one more sentence after this to have it fully deciphered. Let me rush back to here and grab you the next sentence. Now we're getting into things that you guys might be able to figure out because they're not just very vague. The next sentence revealed to you is so far to the depths where the sun cannot touch. The next sentence, a mountain of all words. All right. You realize that you have one more sentence after this to be deciphered, and then the tablet is fully deciphered.
Okay.
Deciphered.
Deciphered. Okay. So then since I have control of layer actions.
So if you want to do a lair action, it's gonna be contested with him.
Okay, then yes, I would like to do that.
Okay, go ahead. I'll tell you what you gotta beat. Damn, Mako, you're getting fucked on, bro. That's gonna be an 11.
14.
14, you can use lair actions. You're able to overpower him. Like, basically, you see him put his hand onto this tablet and begin to, like, channeling this incredible, deep oceanic magic. And, like, you're able to hear, get him out of here, get him out of here, get him out of here.
This is your turf.
Yeah.
Stepping on our turf.
Day 1. All right.
Day 1. I think if anyone were to read thoughts on Olive, it would just be get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Okay.
And for the lair action, I would like to create a whirlpool.
Okay.
On Mako, right where he is.
Okay.
Yes.
Super cool. So I think in the rules that I wrote, whirlpools can only work on the entrances themselves.
Oh.
However, if you want to give me an Arcana check and beat a 17, I will throw my rules immediately out the window to make this fun for you.
Maybe make a whirlpool on hammer.
You could also make a whirlpool on a hammer.
I don't want this bitch on my tablet.
You got games
actually,
on your
It's
phone?
my Coco Melon. All right.
It's mine. Mom said it's my turn to use the Xbox. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna not gonna make a whirlpool. I'm gonna keep rules as written. I'm just gonna create another slipstream, and I want to have it go basically back out. Same shit back out the way he came.
Okay, got it. So you want to rip him away. Okay, got it.
He's not strong. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, doot.
Oh, he has one functioning fin Nemo style. Like, this motherfucker is not
It's
strong.
his special fin. His lucky fin.
Okay. What was the DC for that again?
Strength or dex saving throw DC 15.
Okay, got it. So he is going to go for the dex save. It is going to be a +4, so it's got to be this has to be a 10 or lower for him.
Okay.
And with me, it will always be that. He got a 9 on the die.
Oh my god.
Although I will say, Olive, with that, as you're able to, like, again, this contested magic, he's able to feel that. Please draw for me the slipstream that you want him to fly out with.
It's 30 feet long. Let me.
And then if connected to the one of the entrances, it will be an additional 10.
Okay, so. Beep. Boop. Wait, shit.
You're good.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Here, I'll just trail over and just make it a little bit bigger.
Thank you, yeah.
There you go. And then you want to go this way?
Yep.
Got it. So it's going to be, let's say it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then it's going to be just 10 more feet additional to that, so he's going to get pushed back all the way to here.
Great.
Makes sense? But however, Olive, as you do that, you are able to feel as he looks over to you, your eyes flash green once again, and even though you are invisible, he's able to detect you. Before he is, you're able to see hands come over and clasp over his eyes and rip him away from this altar as he's pulled out of the chamber and back into the darkness.
Yeah.
Okay, and I can only do one lair action per turn.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. Mako just hears after that get out. He just hears mine.
Okay. He goes,
that's my turn.
absolutely terrifying.
Oh my god, I don't think I've ever heard of a swab shark before.
That tablet can speak all on its own. What is it, some kind of identity
This
pad?
iPad is broken.
Okay.
The Siri won't stop talking.
Okay, so that was all of it. Then go down to her. What are you doing?
Oh, yay. Well, now that Mako's out of the way, that's one less thing to worry about. So I think I am going to... It's a line coming directly out of my body.
Okay.
Is it possible, like, if I was over here, that I'd be able to get Sandy and Hammer without hitting mud? Like, if
I have
was up
advantage
against the
on
wall?
dex checks. I could probably, or dex rolls
So it's a straight line
against
coming out of your
attacks I
body,
can
correct?
see.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. So Mud, you have advantage on dex checks?
I have it's danger sense. I have advantage on dex rolls, saving throws, and checks against effects that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Okay.
Yeah,
Understood.
but you would still take half damage, and it's a lot of damage. Is it possible as a bonus action to like slightly push Mud out of the way?
Okay, so I'm gonna let you know. So we're gonna go spell, and then how you can interact with mud in a little bit. So for your spell, you said it's a straight line coming out of your body, correct?
Yeah.
So the way that this works, effectively, so rules is written, it works as a 5-foot wide, basically like one square line that goes directly straight in whatever direction you choose. The way, because you're underwater, there will be an additional 5 feet on either side because of the lightning arcing out. So right now, if you wanted to hit Hammer and Sandy, 100% you could do that. Mud will be hit by that though, unless you wanted to move them around. So you want to move, you want to move Mud.
Do it.
I'm not, stop. I'm not gonna hurt you.
No, but listen, in lightning, it'll probably bring me right back, you know?
No.
That's how it works.
Stop.
Okay, what's up?
So
Yeah, what's up?
30 feet of movement.
Okay.
Is it possible to go like,
Yes.
if I go up one, go here, because it's all difficult terrain because I can't swim. Would I be able to hit them both then? Because it's 10. If it's 5 feet per square, it'd be 10 feet.
Okay, so I love that idea. Here's what we're gonna do. The rules as written, Kate can verify this. The slipstream does not differentiate between friends and foes. So if you stepped into the slipstream, you would have to make that check. However, if you step back here, and if the straight line went directly to Sandy, the 5 feet line wouldn't be able to stretch north of Sandy, but it would be able to stretch over to Hammer and not hit Mud. Make sense?
That's perfect.
Got you. No problem.
So yes, I'm gonna do that. And then at a third level, I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt. They're both gonna have to make a Dex saving throw of 14.
Okay, got it. Not a
Hammer
problem.
has disadvantage, right? From Mud's unsightly presence.
Okay, then I'm gonna do Hammer first. Dex save
Just saying, I
of
would have
14.
rolled 2 19s to save. Just saying.
Okay, Hammer fails.
You have half health.
I'm doing great. Hey, if
Sandy-
you're allowed to be Cherie, I'm allowed to be Mud.
There you go. Okay, Hammer fails, Sandy passes.
Okay, let me just roll damage.
God. Hammer, you're not looking too good. You're gonna be okay, buddy.
I'm holding on to him. Don't leave.
Ha ha ha! No, you're not. You'd be electrocuted. But you let
that's
go.
so valid.
You let go.
Yeah.
You see him get hit by a defibrillator, and you just grab back onto him to keep whooping his ass.
7.
Yeah.
Let him get up. Let him get up.
Let him cook, literally.
Clear.
Go make some actually legal shark fin soup. Don't. Shark fin soup is illegal. It's bad. Sharks are incredibly important for our ecosystem.
If to all the poachers watching right now, we hate you.
Drew, did you roll the saves?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Sandy passes, Hammer fails.
Toy.
Got it.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
So Gab, what's up?
Sorry. Go.
Never mind.
So Gab, what's up?
Hammerhead
No, you go,
failed.
Gab,
He
go.
had disadvantage. He had disadvantage already.
He failed, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. No, so
Sorry.
Gab, what's up?
That's going to be a total of 30 points of lightning damage.
Okay, got it. So, Sandy down, first time hitting Sandy in this fight, with damage, but with 30 points. Holy shit. Yeah, that, Hammer's getting disrespected right now, and Hammer is very unhappy with that. Anything else besides the damage?
Perfect. Then as a bonus action...
Swim back behind me.
She has difficult terrain, she can't.
Let her cook.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast... Do I want to... looking at Hammer, how does he look really damaged? Not really.
He is getting close to being bloodied.
Just to being bloodied. All right,
Yeah.
perfect. Then I'm gonna cast Misty Step, and I'm gonna... What's the range on that? Up to 30 feet. So I'm gonna just go... Ba-doop, and go into the corner. Ba-doop.
Okay. You and Cowrie trade spots really quickly.
Yep, very
Perfect.
quickly.
All
good
right.
spot.
Such a good turn. Wow. First of all,
Yeah.
incredible.
Okay. Awesome.
That's me in the quarter.
That's me in the
Okay,
corner.
got it. Then with that, with her teleporting away, we're then going to go back to the top of the initiative order after a very quick break. Sound good?
Ah!
Okay.
We all having fun so
Yeah.
far?
Yeah.
Yes, 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 and yes. All right, then everybody that's watching, great to have you here. We're going to be back in a couple minutes. Peace out, guys.
Woo. Wee wee.
And we are back. All right, killer.
Yarhar.
Okay, so as fast as a break as we could make it, we are back at the top of the initiative order. I wonder who got a 30. Oh yeah, Cowrie. Cowrie, what are you doing?
Okay. I am going to. I want to ask. You had mentioned when Mako had done it that Shatter could possibly be bad. How bad are we talking? At what point would that maybe not be a good idea?
Huh? What?
When
Wait,
you-
what'd I say? Hold on.
When Mako cast Shatter earlier, you had mentioned that could be dangerous in the caverns for like structural reasons.
Well,
Or is that, or am I just?
well,
I think maybe you're remembering the bite that was like into the column that like broke some pieces off.
Oh,
Maybe.
maybe.
I'm
Gotcha.
gonna keep it
Okay.
real. I was mainly just like Black Tip biting into the coffin and Mako using Shatter like a sonar. I was just kind of adding in the added like danger of like sonar going off like as flavor. But if you want to do things to affect the structure of this cave, of these caverns, I will for sure allow you to try.
Okay, I'm more so wanting to make sure that I didn't like collapse the whole cavern. on us.
Nothing. If you
Gotta
do something
ask.
that cataclysmically bad, I will be impressed and surprised.
Cool. Okay. With that, then, I am going to, pull Rock Y'all from
Okay.
my pack
Yeah.
and kind of, where am I? Yes, I am. Sorry. I'm going to pull Rock Y'all from my pack and, kind of like nudge Black Tip with my foot, set my chair spinning, and cast Shatter with Rock Y'all,
Okay.
Hell yeah.
which
You
is
spin me.
a save, I think. That is a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, and then what is the range of Rock Yell with that Shatter ability? Is it go out from? I think it goes out from the loot. It's like an AOE, right?
Yes, it is 10 feet.
Okay, so let's be clear here. You're there, and Black Tip is there. So no friendlies or enemies are affected. Just Black Tip. Perfect.
Nice.
Yes. So that's a DC
Nice.
16 con saving
Sorry,
throw.
no other enemies besides Black Tip. You know what I meant. A DC 16 con. Okay, no problem. Let's see what he gets on this. That's gonna be a nat 20 from Black Tip.
Boo.
Tigers. He's going to
Boo.
take half damage. That is 3d8.
And then
I
as you
believe.
kind of like strum Rock Y'all, you watch as, again, a skeleton, a Genasi skeleton is revealed within the coffin that Black Tip bit open. And as you strum that chord, you can roll the damage and count it up if you want. You strum that chord, and you're able to see the skeleton and the coffins underneath that coffin are blasted apart in this incredible underwater shockwave.
Oh.
It's okay.
Okay, that is 9 points of thunder damage halved to
4. Okay.
4.
Okay,
Black
understood.
Not nothing.
Four.
And then with my bonus
Yes.
action, I am going to
Disengage.
I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and get over. I'm gonna put myself over here.
What was your swim speed again? 5, 10, 15.
Oh, yeah, damn,
20,
sorry, I don't know
No,
where
that
my
works. That's
brain
30.
went.
That works. Yeah. You're all
Okay,
good.
cool.
Just count it.
And that is my
Yeah.
turn.
Okay,
Well
Cowrie,
done.
excellent turn getting the fuck out of there. All right, that brings us to Hammer and Sandy. Hammer inside, locked up with Mud. Her all the way over there. Just out of respect, not going to attack her. I don't think 10, 15. He could get there. He's not going to. We are fair on Rulebook Optional. Sandy is also there. Okay, killer. Hammer is going to attack you, Mud. Hammer attack and then a bite attack as well.
Okay.
Hammer attack misses, only getting an 11 total. But the bite attack is a nat 20.
Okay.
Which is going to be
It's fine.
meaning that
You're
Hammer
raging. You're raging.
Hammer's bite attack is going to be 6d4 plus 4. He's going for the throat on this one.
Literally.
That's a lot
So
of
whenever you
ones.
roll the
1,
damage,
2.
that's just what. Or no, you roll the dice twice. Okay.
Yep. Well,
mind.
that's me doubling just the dice, not the modifier. Got you. I got you. 18 points of piercing damage, half down to 9.
Okay.
As he tries to like grasp into like where like your esophagus would be, but only 9 points of blood. 9 points of piercing.
Cool.
Not that bad. Not that bad.
Is
Not
it
bad.
bad that I have Tiny Dancer by Elton John playing in my
Hold
head
me
right now?
closer, tiny
Tiny
dance.
It's like my send-off song.
Guys,
I
we're
don't
at
know.
DMCA. We're singing it too perfectly. Okay. All right. We then go over to Sandy. Sandy watching you, man, Olive, you being invisible is just so fucking awesome. Sandy noticing Cowrie running away from Blacktip, being a ranged support, noticing your seal skin on your back, just says, well, I've speared people like you before. Aim for the fat. And is going to chuck her spear directly to you, Cowrie.
Rude.
All right.
Rude behavior.
Dude.
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
Oh, and Mud, you also haven't been healed yet, correct?
No.
Okay,
I
got
thought
it.
I was at the start of my turn.
Bleed damage still applies to you. If this hits, Cowrie, it's going to apply to you as well.
Ooh.
That did not hit. Did not go in the box. An AC of 15.
Yeah.
Olive. Spear. Chucked directly towards Cowrie. Barely nips the tip of your nose as it flies under you. And Cowrie, as you spin and you look towards it, it wishes past you, does not hit. Sandy's attack missed. Goddamn.
Yes.
Oh man.
And then
Yes.
for movement, is going to take her movement and disengage to get into. Well, hold on. 10.
She's not in melee with me.
No, she's not. Okay, so it'd be 5. 50. Would be 5.
Would that put?
5, 10, 20.
Isn't the slipstream difficult
Yeah,
terrain?
what-
I just
Wouldn't
counted
that put
that
her
up.
in the-
Yeah. So it'd be
Oh,
okay,
so
sorry.
it'd be 5. It would then be 10 to get in, and then it would be doubled. So it'd be 20. It'd be 20 out, which would then be
25.
25, 30, and then it's a 35-foot swim speed for Sharkin, putting her right there. And Cowrie, you're able to watch as Sandy had every intention of running you down, avoiding the monster that is Mud, and rush you down for that bite attack. Could not make it connect though. All right.
Okay.
Awesome. Which then takes us down to Mud. Mud, what are you doing?
Don't I take damage?
You
Teacher,
do,
we
you
had
do
homework.
damage. Yes, so it's gonna be 1d4. I'll roll that right now. 1d4. 3 points of bleed damage to you,
Okay.
as your wound just simply will not close.
How hurt does Hammerhead look?
Hammerhead is at half health now. You guys have been fucking him up. I'm not gonna lie.
Can I expend one of my attacks to instead try and push him further down into the slipstream and away and out?
If you succeed on that opposed athletics checks, you would successfully push him 5, 10, 15 feet away.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to try to do with
Okay.
my one attack.
Makes sense.
I have advantage on this.
All right, he does not. Which means that we are
Suck my dick, Drew.
we are back.
Sorry.
Where's that
I don't
coming?
have one, so it's
Love
fine.
you too, buddy.
It's 'cause I rolled an 18 plus 8 for a 26.
He got
I am dinner first.
He got a 10. So Mud, you were able to push up, and you're just able to, with one successful shove him off of you, and he hits the slipstream. A hand from the water reaches up, grabs onto. They grab onto like. Almost like a chin up, grab onto the wide sections of his head and drag him out of the chamber.
Okay, and then I'm gonna spend the rest of my movement to get up to Sandy.
Okay, makes sense. Cut.
Just one attack on her.
Okay, killer.
Ooh.
Also, just reveal where Mako and everybody is.
Please.
No problem.
It's fine. My coin is now unflipped because I
Okay.
rolled a 1.
Killer.
So
There
it's
we
okay,
go.
buds.
There you go.
It's just not in the cards for Mud today.
Not in the cards for Mud right now.
Not in the
But
cards
never could
roll,
roll
my
Mud.
Hey, you're
boy.
taking a
Wait.
lot of great damage, though. A lot
Could
of
I
damage that
do
could go to
a
other
bonus
people.
action? Can I do a bonus action extra attack, or is that not?
I don't think. I mean, so you can't do 2-weapon fighting because you're not a monk.
Wait! I'm going to do reckless attack and attack with advantage on Sandy. Fuck! I can't believe I forgot about that.
I'll go with that. No problem. Go with that.
Hell yeah.
Attacks will come at advantage to you then as well.
Whatever, dude.
Got it. Understood.
Plus 9, so that's a 22 to hit.
Hit Sandy. 100% hits. Yep.
Okay, cool. That is a d6 plus 8.
Okay, got it.
14 points of damage.
14.
Slashing damage. Her speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Incredible. Wonderful. As you're able to just
I had reckless attack. I'm an idiot.
you're able to, as she's swimming towards Cowrie, grab onto her tail and slash down both fins, drawing her attention away from Cowrie.
And I'm like this scream that comes out of my mouth is like almost this sonar pulse, just directly at her. And Mud is just doing his best to make himself the biggest, most dangerous thing in the room at all times.
Definitely,
You're a freak.
To be like, what grabbed me? And she turns around and she just sees a fucking monster attacking her.
Yeah.
It's like, that's supposed to be us. That's supposed to be what we are. Okay, and Mud, is that your turn?
It's supposed to be me.
It's supposed to be me.
Yeah.
All right, got
That's
it.
my turn.
Time for Blacktip, Mako, and Olive to have the longest terms of all time as we wait for Gab to return. All right, so Blacktip is going. Okay, so Blacktip is immediately going to look over to Mud. We got a motherfucker attacking Sandy. You don't mess with the Shiver Gang. Blacktip is going to attack Mud. And is going to be a standard melee attack and then a bite attack as a bonus action. Which is then go. Okay, so we got rolling for both. Both will be hitting that AC of 13. Gab, you've returned.
Hey.
Hello, Gab.
Hi.
Also, by the way, if we ever need to take a break, if you just let us know. Thank you for letting us go ahead without you. We're just everybody's running and doing a great job of teamwork. I'm really enjoying it.
Yay.
But if you need us to take a break, just let us know.
Okay.
Got you, all good. Okay, so it's going to be Coral Flail and Bite are both going to hit you, Mud.
Okay.
Okay, killer. So I'm going to now roll 2d8 plus 3d4. And then with both modifiers combined, it's going to be a plus 10. Okay.
Okay.
But halves because you're raging.
Yeah.
I need to double check that because that's a lot. Hold on.
Oh. What are you talking about?
Hold me closer, time.
Is this the bite attack?
dancer.
This is both of them combined. Okay. Mud, 18. Okay, sorry. 36 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 18 to you. Oh my god, and you're out. Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Mud is
It's okay,
knocked.
he's got no blood.
Mud's got no blood. All right.
I have a thing called Cling to Life.
You do have that. Now, well, here's the thing. Because you go down, you don't have to make the contracts for the poison, which is going to be pretty useful. All right, but Mud has gone down. All right. Do you cling to life now or on your turn? You have a thing called cling to life.
Well, no, that. Well, if that's when I make death saving throws. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So it'd be on your turn going forward. Got it.
Yeah. Sorry.
And also, just because it's all custom stuff. So we already did the bleed damage for you. Got it. Awesome. Which means that we're then going to cycle forward a bit. To go then to Mako. Mako, who was pushed back, who is not happy with that at all. He's gonna 10, 20, 30. Can't get any closer. Alrighty. Damn it, he couldn't even counterspell because you pushed him out of the room. But it's okay.
Get out of my room.
Okay.
Get out of me swamp.
Gab, I'm glad you're back, because that means I can beat up her now. Excellent. I need both Cowrie, I need Cowrie and her to give me a DC 14 con save.
You said it was 14?
14, yes.
I got a 13.
A 13, okay.
21.
21? Okay.
21.
Cowrie,
Wow.
7 points of force damage. Her, only 3. As you guys are able to feel, Mako kind of peeks his head in, and then with a rapid ascension of bubbles, like he's boiling water underneath you, you are carried up to the ceiling of this mortuary, and you both slam into the ceiling as he just used the spell Magnify Gravity, but flavored to be in a watery sense.
Damn.
It's a lower level of the spell, don't worry. It's only doing 2d8 and then having on a success,
True.
so...
True.
He's not like, and you're dead, and we move on.
Disintegrate.
It's wild. It's wild to me that like a fish, a mostly aquatic being with no gravity magic, when they don't really need it.
The shark wizard.
Oh, well, let's be honest. The stone tablets that he has on his waist is his spell book, and you can guarantee that he was just stealing spells from wizards that they were taking. So
Absolutely.
he's like, this spell should probably be a lot more powerful. In no way does he have the capacity to do that, though. All right.
Gotcha.
What that means, all of it's your turn. What are you doing?
Okay, one more. Hopefully. Yep. That is a. I passed the DC, but that's a total of 23.
Okay,
On the
23, perfect. One more line revealed to you, the final line, the longest. And with that, you were able to read the final words before the tablet has everything revealed in this primordial, and it says, on the tip, there is union of what was before and what is now.
Before and what is now? Sorry, I'm just writing this down.
You are all good, not a problem at all.
Okay.
And now you can
that's
also do a
it?
layer action. Now, tablet fully fully translated, the words are right there in front of you. Now, with the tablet fully translated, I will let you guys know that things can shift a little bit if you want it to go that way. Number 1, if you want to just leave now, you do not have to continue fighting because this tablet's translated. 2, if you do leave and the tablet's not destroyed, the Shiver Gang will acquire it. 3, oh yeah, right. And 3, Olive, you can now the tablet's translated, those are great Arcana checks, you can now use these lair actions as bonus actions on top of the spells you cast normally.
Okay. And I don't need to be touching the tablet to do so?
So you would still have to be touching the tablet.
Okay.
But now instead of you having to use your action to translate, you can now cast spells as well.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Unless contested, you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
things like that,
Is there a way to scrub the tablet instead of, or does it have to be destroyed?
So given it is like primordial emerald etchings into this tablet, you would effectively have to destroy this somehow. And now, but I will say, it's not like it has to be a magical destruction. It could be like, oh, I cast Shatter on it, or it could also be like, oh, Mud just rips the thing into 30 pieces and you just run.
Yeah.
So.
Is it removable from the table?
Yes, asterisk. It probably weighs like 50 to 60 pounds.
Okay.
So now, not to say that. So if you wanted to try to move it, you definitely could. But if you wanted to move it, it would require an incredible amount of strength.
Okay. Okay, but that was so for this turn. That was my action. Do 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 do.
Do 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 do
Do do do do do. What's you said the shark can have 35 feet of swim speed?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Who's on first?
Who is on first?
Who's on first?
Okay. Oh yeah, what's up? What's up?
Then okay, so for my bonus action, I'm gonna put a whirlpool on the bottom right sapphire plate where Hammer is behind.
Okay. Would you like to read what that whirlpool does?
Yes. So atop the sapphire plates located next to the entrances to the mortuary, you can create powerful whirlpools to prevent entry, block attacks, or trap foes. It's a 5-foot radius on top of the blue squares within the mortuary. A whirlpool appears as the following effects. It causes disadvantage on ranged attacks going through it. It acts as a wall of water, and creatures, friend and foe, must make a DC 15 strength or dex saving throw to pass through. On a success, they are able to pass through with an additional 5 feet of movement. On a failure, they are unable to pass through. And if a creature is standing on the sapphire plates when the whirlpool is activated, they must make a DC 18 strength or dex saving throw, or be grappled by the current, eliminating their movement speed on their turn and granting advantage to attack rolls made against them.
Yes. Okay. So you want to summon this whirlpool as a way to keep Hammer out.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. We can just go in here and just grab a little bit of this and go. There we go. Killer. Okay.
And could I use like an object interaction to try and like start to destroy this?
Yeah, sure. Give me a. Okay. Make whatever check you would like to begin destroying it, and you can flavor it however you want, but beat a DC 15 for me.
Okay. So Drew.
Yes.
I used Tides of Chaos, which I get back on a long rest, but if I want to get it back before, I can roll a Wild Magic Surge. Because I didn't quite get there. So I'd like to try again. So
you want to roll a Wild Magic Surge?
I would like to roll a Wild Magic Surge so I can get advantage on
I'm getting the chart up now.
All right. Do you want me to roll the check again or roll the surge first?
I'll roll the check first.
Roll the check first? Okay. Let's... Yep.
Got it?
Yep, over 15. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to say that with that, you can flavor it how you want.
Yeah.
Number one, how do you... Okay, so because because I'll say, given it's object interaction, you can just blow the thing up for no reason. But what I will say, though, is that I will say you can remove one of the sentences that you have been given.
Okay.
And tell me how you do it. Like, what does it look like?
Sorry, I'm burping.
Oh, we're all blurping. Okay.
I'm blurping. Yeah, so she doesn't, because this is such a sacred place, she doesn't want to destroy anything, but she knows that they'll try to get this information. So I rolled Arcana.
Okay.
So like in a way, I kind of want to like reverse the effects, like as like my hands sort of start to come up off the tablet. So in kind of like siphoning that magic back out where it came to sort of reverse what I'd been doing in this combat. And I will erase the first sentence, to the depths where the sun cannot touch.
Okay, so to the depths is its own one sentence.
Oh, okay.
You still want to do that one?
No. Never mind.
Okay.
I'll get rid of a mountain of all words.
A mountain of all words. Got it. Gone, gone, gone it is. I'm just making notes real quick. Incredible. As all of you are able to, with this magic, tracing your hand over, still invisible by the way, you are able to essentially etch the stone down, taking this green magic back into you, and etch the stone down towards just a concave scoop out of the rock with no legible text whatsoever.
Okay. And then because we already ruled that my crew can see me even though I'm invisible, I wanted seeing Mud floating there in the water, I turned to her and Cowrie, and whispered, call out to them if I can. Destroy it, and we're done. And that is my turn.
Okay. Wild magic.
Oh shit! Right.
Okay. Still gotta do that. Her, get to think of what you want to do, and then after this wild magic, we're gonna hop right to it.
Oh, that rolled for a while.
It's just it's the topmost one.
I know. The topmost?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm a fucking... Like the topmost on the orb?
Yes.
I'm a moron. Okay. That is a 2.
2. Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's almost a 1.
It's almost a 1.
But it's not, so maybe it's different.
You are able to hear echoing in your voice from like it's a bunch of all right then, you gotta, and it's all these talking voices that are overlapping, but one through line sentence is able to be heard, which is, well then, it cannot fall into their hands. You must make sure they do not retrieve it. You must. And then you can hear all these voices crying out as encouragement to you. And what this is you recover all your expended spell slots, but because you haven't used any spells, so I'll say you can rule this. You can either recover all your spell slots for the lair actions or for your personal spell slots. You can choose which one you get.
I'll recover my personal spell slots.
Okay, got it.
Please and thank you.
And you can feel all of these like ancient souls reach out and lend you all of the magic you could possibly need. Okay,
Nice.
and is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay,
Yes.
killer. Then we are then going to loop down to her. Her, what are you doing?
I'm first going to step here.
Okay.
So I'm out of the way of Cowrie.
Okay.
I am then going to, with another last third level, I'm going to cast another lightning bolt, and I'm going to try and hit Sandy and Blacktip.
Okay, so if you cast it in, makes sense, right in that direction, 5-foot overlay hits them, does not hit Mud at all. Perfect. Go ahead and roll it.
Cool. And that's going to be a, for you, dexterity saving throw 14.
Oh, I'm on it like Donkey Kong. Don't gotta worry. Dexterity saving throw. I'll list it out to you right now. So we got Sandy rolling an 11. And then we have Blacktip rolling a 13. I believe they both fail.
Clear.
Amazing.
Ooh, keeps getting caught.
Also, we just need to point out how dangerous hers powers are.
That's gonna be 29 points of damage to both of them.
Okay,
Woo!
absolutely awesome. Black Tip's almost dead. Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. And I guess he looks almost dead.
Yep.
I'm gonna do as a bonus action. Let me look at my cantrips real quick. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do sword burst. Let me make sure what kind of damage that is.
I think that's melee.
It's force damage. So I'm gonna do sword burst to Black Tip.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw 14.
Okay. I just want to check. Is that melee? Is it ranged? What are the?
It's Oh, it sweeps around me. Never mind. Then we do Ray of Frost because that's 60 feet. My bad. I didn't look at the
Ray of Frost.
All good. And thank you, Moss, for calling that out.
Do I want to roll? Yeah, I'll roll. All right, let's do Ray of
let's roll.
Frost.
Okay, pop off.
Okay. Yeah. 21 to hit.
So it absolutely hits Black Tip. Yep.
Okay.
Get him.
2d8.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a good roll. And killer, another roll. That's gonna be 15 points of cold damage. Yes.
Okay, got it. You're able to watch as Black Tip, Sandy, the lightning chains into Sandy's chest, shoots out of her back, out of her dorsal fin, connects with Black Tip, and then like ripples all over his core like a cage. And then you're able to watch as you then follow it up with a twirl, and you throw this. What was it again? Not a Ray of Frost. It was.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Is it Ray of Frost? Hit it with this Ray of Frost, and you watch as the coral surrounding him begins to turn an icy blue, and then turn brown and black, and begin to die. And I will tell you right now that Black Tip, one more attack from Black Tip will kill him completely. Holy shit.
Nice. And then
Remember, cantrips.
with that, you take 5 feet back to here.
Okay. Her very good idea to not get anywhere near Hammer for this entire combat.
Yeah,
We are
100%.
so lucky. We are so lucky that her is here.
I will
Just to be
If only I could tell you what is on Hammer's card, because I had some things planned for you. Excellent. Moving back to the top of the initiative order, Cowrie. What do you basically, now that everything's translated, that command from Olive, fucking people up left and right, what do you do?
Okay, first things first. I'ma hit Mud with a 2nd level healing word.
Okay, healing word to Mud. No more bleed damage also.
That is... God, freaking math, man. 12 points
12
of
HP
healing
back.
to Mud. As Coward just calls out, get up!
Mud, you are back up. You can feel the cold waters trying to reach out and seep into your wounds and fill your body with salt water. But with Cowrie's piercing scream, you are able to awaken.
And with that, I hate that Black Tip is right there and I know that he is close to death. So I am gonna... Oh, how am I? I want him dead, but he's so far away.
I'll get him. Or cantrips are bonus actions.
That is also true.
Let's see. I'm gonna... Healing Word was a bonus action, so I still have my action.
Oh, okay.
Gosh. Oh, wait, what is the range on that? Frick. Sorry. I am going to... Actually, your turn is before Black Tips. I'm going to leave him to you, and I am instead going to follow that scream up with another scream and yell at Sandy, get away from them! And I am going to cast a 1st level Dissonant Whispers and Sandy has to make a DC 16 Wisdom save.
DC 16
Yes.
Wisdom. Got it.
Whispers.
Fails. 12. Holy
Okay.
shit, the dice are in your favor tonight.
Ooh. Oh, that is 14 points of psychic damage to Sandy.
Okay,
Nice.
got it. Sandy, immediately you mess with like the shark's natural inbuilt sonar, whips her head around, and Blacktip just muds back up, and Blacktip is dying. All right, is that your turn? Any movement?
Yes, that is. I'm going to stick right here for now.
Okay, understood. We then go down to Hammer and Sandy. Okay, so Hammer. Okay.
Let me in.
He's a far away.
I will be clear here. There's no good option for Hammer here. He is going to attempt to go through the whirlpool, which
Okay.
we're going to rule is the DC 18, because to pass through, it'd be kind of weird to have it not be the highest level to go through it, you know what I mean?
It says it acts as a wall of water, so it's a DC 15 to pass through.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so 5, 15, 15, which is going
Do
to
we
be
have homework?
25. It has to be a DC 15. Got it.
Strength or dex.
Strength or dex, he is far stronger than he is dexy. 15. Passes that and is able to walk through it to then get up to 35, and he can't go any farther than that because it was all difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Incredible. Perfect. Well, I mean, I guess he could dash, but I don't. Yeah, you know what? I think he's going to take the dash action for
Are
another.
you sure he can even see me? It's kind of dark in here.
She's in the
Her
corner.
in the water.
She's in the corner.
5, 10, 15, 20 goes over to her, and I'm setting something up here, her.
Uh-oh.
But Hammer grabs onto your shirt once again and says to you, indicative of his next turn, and says, I have spent so much time studying up on the best way to chow down on Genasi. And again, her, you gotta remember that you're currently Air Genasi can hold their breath indefinitely. And you're able to feel a massive finger poke in right into your sternum as he says, now you gotta wonder, you can stay underwater for as long as you need, as long as your lungs are full of air. A shot right here might fix that. What happens when you breathe in? And you know that Hammer on his next turn will hit you in the sternum to try to make you exhale, to make you begin to drown. We're gonna get to that in a little bit. We then go down to Sandy. Sandy's gonna chuck some shit at Cowrie, not liking that whatsoever.
Fair. Absolutely fair.
Attack, roll on, but still cannot make any kind of bite attack as a bonus action. And at least for right now, the perception of Mud is that Mud is still dying right next to her, so no reason to go after Mud with a bonus action attack.
Well, I'd be like,
Eat. That is going to hit with a 16, correct?
Okay. Yes.
All right, got it. Which is then going to be... which is going to be with her teeth spears. It is going to be a total of 15 points of piercing damage to you, Cowrie. As you go, get away from him! And immediately a spear comes hurtling through the water and hits you directly in the stomach.
Ouch.
All right, and that's going to be 1d4 of bleed damage to you on your next turn.
Right. Okay.
All right. But that then takes us down to Mud. Mud, what are you doing?
okay. My rage has dropped because I got knocked unconscious.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I have 2 attacks.
Okay.
Mud in the water clenches his arms. He has just shrunk back down to his small diminutive form.
Okay.
And he clenches his fists, and a flare of verdant green magic and starlight twists up his arms in the shape of his tattoos as he activates his Eldritch Maul. And with one of his attacks, he's going to attack Blacktip.
Okay.
That's an 18 plus 9 for
Gonna hit
27.
100%.
Okay, that's a D6 plus plus 6 plus another D6 of force damage because of his
Okay, got it.
maul activated.
I have a number right in front of me here.
Okay. 11 points of damage
Okay.
to Blacktip.
Okay.
Is he down?
So, with this, as you come back from being dead, Blacktip's coral rotting along and into his body, as he looks up towards you as you shrink back down just to being a human man, lean strength, and as this like starry magic begins to overcome you, he looks to you and he says, "But you're just a man."
And as the claw comes down, I want the power of my druidic magic to flare, and I say, "I'm a druid."
As this druidic magic flows through you, you slash into his chest, and you mentioned druidic magic. You watch as, like, again, Mud, for you, it's so rare to see this beautiful green aura comes across him, causing all nature within this mortuary to begin growing exponentially. It isn't the slash that kills him. The input of this druidic magic causes the coral around his body to grow exponentially as spears begin shooting up and around and out of his body, out of his eyes, out of his snout, out of his brain, as he then begins to float there, dead, lifeless in front of you as Blacktip dies in front of everybody.
I kick his corpse away and turn to Sandy, and with my other attack, I'm gonna hit with the other Eldritch Claw.
Do that with advantage.
Okay. Okay, the higher one was a 23.
23, excellent. Go ahead and roll damage for it.
Okay, so that's another. I'm using my druid dice. My
Hell
big druid
yeah.
dice for it.
Hell yeah.
I'm using that and the one that the decayed dice
Okay, killer.
for it. Oh shit. That is 17 points of damage to Sandy.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna do
All right.
is she has 10 feet less of movement. I'm gonna just swim away.
Okay, got it. You just begin fucking hauling it.
I'm gonna swim because I have 40 feet of movement. Can I get to here and just put a hand on Hammerhead's shoulder and grip it?
A hand on Hammerhead's shoulder and grip it. So we're gonna say that you kick Blacktip's corpse and it just begins floating lifelessly over.
It's in the slipstream and
No, that's what I was gonna say. Where like everybody's able to look over and see Blacktip's corpse before it is, and just immediately sucked out of the room, like with these bodies ripping and tearing at it, as it almost looks like they are clawing after his soul itself as his body disappears into the caverns. Mud, you hear something exceptionally strange as you strike into Sandy in this blind rage. You're not raging, but like this intense emotional experience as you slash into Sandy. As you go over and put your hand on Hammerhead's shoulder, you look over and see that Hammerhead, Mako, and Sandy are all looking directly at the corpse of Blacktip before it's sucked away, and you hear Sandy say, "Well struck," as she takes that, not trying to defend herself, as you look over and Sandy and Mako both begin kneeling before you, with Hammer looking over, shaking with rage as he turns around, looks down at you as he's much taller than you, and plants to a knee right in front of you.
What is the most confused look on his face? He's like, huh? What? He it takes physical effort for him to let go of Hammerhead. He almost has to uncurl each finger one at a time. And he says, "Get away from her."
Hammer, like still holding onto her's armor, looks over to her and goes, "This is not over, Hurricane." And he, with a shaking hand, lets go of you and takes as much movement as he can just to get behind Mud, basically, and then drops back to one knee again.
Mud usually looks to Olive in situations like this, but because Olive's invisible, he just panting, like eyes wide, just kind of turns to her and Cowrie and is like, "Should I help?"
Get them out of here. Well, you can't even hear me because I'm like, you know, like because I'm underwater.
underwater.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can talk.
Well, there's some complex hand signals going on.
And I'm like pointing to the tavern behind, like the cavern behind me, and like pointing to everyone and pointing to get out.
Can I make like an intelligence or strategy check to like what would be the best? Would it be sending them away? Would it be like being like, I don't like I just bonk. That's what I do.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a strategy check. It's gonna be intelligence plus proficiency. As you see Sandy and Mako, and Hammer. Mako just kind of speaks up and says, just kind of his eyes kind of wide, again, like his little like special fin kind of like flapping, as he goes, "The second rung has been chosen."
This is so fucked. This is so fucked. Points at Hammerhead and says, "You are going to talk to her, maybe, if that's what you want. I don't know if you want to like talk that out. Yeah, okay, cool. That's what's gonna happen there. You two are going to apologize to my friends here for hurting them, or I will beat your ass." And where is Nine Rose?
Okay, we're gonna take this one at a time here.
Sorry.
Hammerhead approaches. Okay, by the way, we're breaking from initiative, by the way. We're just in full roleplay now. Fight is over. Excellent job, guys. That was, first of all, just a quick wrap to the combat. Fucking incredible moves from all of you. And I got a shout out, of course, Cowrie with like the excellent like diversion tactics, her with the AoE attacks. But I gotta say, Mud taking that damage and Olive repositioning the enemies fucking held down the court. I gotta say.
Truly.
Oh yeah, truly.
Killer.
Cowrie took one hit and I was like, "Oh, we're at the same HP now." After I had taken like 4.
Oh my goodness.
First of all,
I'm sweating.
Sandy approaches you, Cowrie. We'll just say that like, you have this like spear coming out of your stomach, and Sandy goes, "I apologize," and rips the spear out of your stomach before putting it back in her quiver.
I do not accept your apology, you bitch.
Sandy immediately looks over to Mud and goes, doesn't know your name at all, and goes, "Second rung, what is your name?"
It's Mud.
Mud, can I kill this one?
Fuck no.
Yes, sir. And Sandy does not do anything violent towards you, Cowrie.
good.
Hammerhead then immediately pushes up past you and goes right over to her. Basically like backs you up against the wall again, her, and just goes,
Commandants.
"You got my brother killed."
I'm sorry.
before I die, I'm going to kill you.
But okay, can I explain myself real quick?
Looks over to Mud. You may.
I don't remember anything that happened 2 months ago. So technically I'm a brand new person now, and I would have never done anything to harm your brother. And I love you, Mom. I take that back. I'm up against the wall, and I'm just like shaking. I'm like, no, that's not what I meant. I meant
even so, -2 charisma Mud is like, ooh.
Hammer looks back over to Mud and goes, "Do I have to say it back?"
No, what? No, you can be honest as long as you're not violent.
Looks over to you, her, and goes, "You act like that excuses any past behavior. I hate you, and before this is over, I'm going to kill you. Not this right now, because I can't, but before I am dead and cold in the sea, you will be dead alongside me."
I feel like we'd make better acquaintances, but okay.
Okay, there's gonna have to be a lot of walking back of previous decisions to make that happen.
And I can't change previous decisions, but I'm just saying I think it'd be better if we were acquaintances because you will die. But
then, when I'm not under orders by the second rung, you and I will hash out our differences in the old way.
with a cup of with a glass of rum on the beach in a coconut.
You'll taste it as I hammer the bottle down your throat.
We can't go back to court. We are banned from the arbor.
Hammer goes, "That newfangled system? No, you just kill people when you don't like them. That's the old way."
How do you get anything done? We don't have time.
And then fucking what else was said to do? Okay, so it was Hammer and Sandy apologizing to friends. A question. Mako approaches and goes, he immediately kind of stands up, and you immediately recognize, oh, Mako is like the fifth rung. Like he's low. Because again, although effective, not stupid, not big, not strong. Obviously wouldn't be that high up in the pecking order.
Okay.
Comes up to all of you and says, also, anybody here can jump in, by the way, but they're basically just going to defer to Mud for anything that they would want. As Mako apparently immediately begins kind of fawning and goes, "Well, sir, you said you have questions, and I would be happy to answer any of them. Would this apply to your..." He kind of looks to the rest of M.O.C.H and goes, "The rest of your crewmates..."
Equals. They're my equals.
That has yet to be proven.
I'll prove it.
There will be no need, sir. How may I serve you?
Out of character. Remember, what was his name? Octodick.
Kenneth
Ken. The most easy to remember name ever.
Oh, right.
I'm like,
yes, what was your thought? Yeah, what's up?
He talked about an all-god cleric and how Hammerhead got killed. No. Hammerhead. Didn't he say Hammerhead got killed?
Hammerhead, well, yes, Hammerhead got killed. That was separate than the All-God Cleric, though. The All-God Cleric essentially took care of Cowrie for about 6 months when they were a baby.
Oh, okay.
We were trying to, defeat the All-God Cleric, and then, we got attacked by slavers.
Okay.
And Hammer's brother got killed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, and I guess... I thought it was something like Hammer did something to oh no, it was Hammer's brother who died so they could escape.
Yes, sacrifice himself. Yes.
So, okay. So, if you have any questions about what happened at Sailor's Pass, I guess you can ask this guy.
Yeah, for sure. But you also asked about the other shark.
Yes,
That was your third question.
Just remembered that. Thank you.
Oh,
Mako
thank you.
steps up and goes, 9 Rose is currently 200 yards off of the coast outside of the carpal tunnel. But once we make, and as Mako again trying to fawn, gives as much information as possible, he goes, but once we make contact with 9 Rose again, his position outranks yours, and as would his orders.
I think you can see the friends. The sharks don't fucking know, but they've just met this dude. There's an obvious war happening behind Mud's, in Mud's head, of pushes and pulls, and he's really struggling to figure out what the next best step is. And natural 20 maturity check. Okay.
Let's go.
Nice.
I think what's going to happen is you're going to tell us everything you know about what we want to know. And then you're going to get the fuck out of here. And the next time we see each other, who knows? Maybe I'll break 9 Rose's tail off myself too.
It would certainly be an impressive sight.
And Mud is stuttering, but not out of fear or anything. It's just out of so much emotion and so much if he had cooling fans, they'd be kicking into high gear right now. His brain is working real hard. And he just nods and then looks to her, Cowrie, and then does a quick because Olive's still invisible, so does a passing glance over there of if you want to, I'm not gonna blow up your spot, but and so yeah. Yes.
Okay. Understood. Any other things to say as Mud equates all of you as his equals, which in their mind means that you all would have the equal status to him. Of course, the command structure is still in place, but if you guys want to ask questions or have conversations, you can. You are free from violence.
I'm using the fact that I'm invisible to continue wiping the tablet in the same way that I did before.
I will say right now, I will just say that you are just able to do that with if you are willing to basically in this moment, if you're sacrificing conversation, you can just do that, no problem. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. As this tablet that contained your own handwriting in Primordial is now wiped clean with no information going back to the enemies. Very, very important.
Well
that's
done.
wonderful.
Oh, good.
They
So
know
good.
nothing.
Truly.
Carrie kind of looks to them and says, "What is it that you all want with this thing?"
Mako steps forward again. Clearly, although being lower on the ladder, clearly is the more intelligent strategist of this pod right here. And says, in the case of this tablet and of this mortuary, 9 Rose was scarce on details, but there is a theory that either here or perhaps somewhere else there was going to be an object of great importance for Dr. Mabel Redwood. Okay. And as a result, she believed it her in combination with Bronzeback believed it important that we obtain this information and then using our unique aquatic forms, find wherever this object of importance may be located.
And you said it was Dr. Maven
Mabel
Redwood?
Redwood. That is the piece of shit that you have been dealing with for the last almost 2 years of this game.
MRPhD?
MRPhD, yep.
Oh, go ahead.
Ooh, sorry.
And what was the other? I just wanted the other name. Was it Bronze?
Bronzeback. Which is a name I don't believe you have heard before.
No. And you seem like the smart one here. There's nothing that you picked up on that you weren't supposed to know?
He blinks his eyes, and says, "In all honesty, I can make my assumptions of where people could begin looking. Look at where we are now. Now, of course, why would I ever go to Nine Rows with any speculation? That would be a good way of ending up as that an evening's supper. I would imagine that places of great depth would be important as represented here. But given there is no object of importance within this mortuary, perhaps there is another place, maybe in deeper waters, that would hold what we were searching for. It seemed that this quest was doomed from the start."
Can I do an insight check to see if he really feels that way?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no problem.
Can I do that too?
Absolutely, yes. As all of his, underwater welding, just scrubbing everything.
That's a 24 insight.
9 to 5.
Okay, 24.
17.
17. Both of you would know that Mako is so down on the ladder, disobeying mud in this moment. You guys would imagine, oh, it's like carpet, and carpet's constantly afraid of this. But Mako seems to have been in this organization for long enough that if he disobeys, he dies, and so in no way would he lie to you in this moment.
Have you ever met Bronzeback and the doctor? Or anybody in this party?
Anybody in this party?
In this cavern, you're the gang. The 4 other sharks here. Have you and any of you actually met this doctor or the
Hammer speaks up and said, "None of us here have had the pleasure. 9 Rows, most likely. But Bronzeback operates in seclusion within the metal skin, within the metal skin mines." And hold on, wait. I need to make sure I got this name correct for you. If you can't tell, this map is big. Yes, the metal skin mine. Rarely do they do business outside of sending their lackeys for command.
metal skinned knives? Interesting.
Of course, we could always ask 9 Rows about their understanding, and then we'll tell you before we come back to kill you. Agreeable?
You're so funny. You're making me chuckle.
I am incredibly doubtful we're gonna be acquaintances, Hurricane.
That's alright, bestie. Someday. Maybe someday.
Looks over
She
to
does
Mud.
this to everybody.
Looks over to
She
Mud.
does this to everybody.
And I have to be kind back. Aye.
Non-violent.
All right.
I'm not gonna tell you how to feel.
All right, bestie. I'm gonna kill you. Later. And then he nods towards Mud. Okay.
Hey. Rahi, we got Rahi back on board, so...
Can
He's
happen.
mad at that. Okay. With that, anything else?
I do, but it's like a parting thing.
Okay, no problem.
so
Any other questions for
I-
anybody else then?
Oh, just a general question. Where do you all mostly reside? Like, if you're not doing missions, where do you all hang out?
Sandy speaks up and says, well, we have to keep moving or we literally die.
Yeah, but isn't there like a certain area you all hang out more so in than others?
We do have a... looks over to Mud and is like, do I really have to say this? This is pretty... absurd. Do I have to say this?
Sure, why not?
Sir, I am taking that as a yes. Well, our main... There's a section of submerged stone from the fist that is directly to the west of the Underhand Canal. And it has these carved cave entrances and exits that we use to keep our riches or personal gain. And we are also in a defensive position in order to stop any unwanted ships from entering the Underhand Canal.
The Underhand Canal. That is so interesting. And how much, like, money, treasures do you keep in there, in these caves?
In total?
Well, just in general. How many caves do you have with items and, like, precious gold and whatnot?
If you mark them on the map,
So-
Mud doesn't say that.
It is actually very difficult to keep everything organized because we can stop to put things around, but then we need to rapidly keep moving after a few hours after we
Right.
have rested. So really most of it is like you're coming back and it's almost like a drive-through. You have to just throw the stuff into an open chest and hope it goes in. But I would say in estimation, roughly in total of our riches, at least that I have collected and those below me, 17,000 gold pieces, roughly.
And is there any time of day you all don't hang out in this area?
Well,
You
no
go-
one
like
is
you-
there
like you
now.
decide- Like you decide to, like you hold up, no, like you decide to do like a little happy hour, a little powwow, and the caves are just, unoccupied.
Mud is just looking at her like, what are you talking about?
Well, equal. We are the advanced guard for the slaver lords. So if things need to be disrupted, we are often sent on call first. For
Oh.
example, we aren't there now and won't be probably for at least 2 weeks.
Oh, and what would be the quickest way to get there?
Sailing a goddamn ship? We just
Well-
kind of swim because we have to do it anyway.
But you don't. There's like no currents or anything that would that you all use to get there faster.
We actually swam underneath the boneyard on the island of Stalemate. Specifically because the waters of Sailor Pass still influence those that sail or swim through it. It's just that the blockade of ships has not been moved in 40 years. And so the fastest way that the reason we were able to get here so quickly is because we were able to swim underneath all of the ships that sunk into the trench, above the ships that sunk into the trench below, but beneath the ships that are kind of still locked together above us, and the current was able to carry us at about 3 times the speed.
That's wonderful. That's so wonderful.
I'm so glad I'm telling you all of this, Equal.
Yes, equal, thank you. And I turned to Hammer and I said,
Aye.
you know, maybe one day you'll kill me, but I'll make sure I take your treasures first, pal.
The only person in this room that has the right to do so. And he points his finger down to Mud's like smaller frame. Is this man right here?
Okay, great.
You can try.
So I can't wait for the day that we show up and you all are on a little mission and we bring your second ring and we just take everything from you.
Hurricane, I'm excited for when Nine Rose tells me I can kill you.
Sure. Okay.
Just have to remind you every time I talk to you that I am going to end your life.
He's really intent on it.
It's all right. I do love you, though.
I'm gonna kill you. All right.
I'm good.
Okay, anybody else?
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna wait in here for like a solid 4 hours once we leave. Before going back to Nine Rose. Am I clear?
Mako speaks up. I am so excited to be able to analyze the deeply religious architecture and the arcane properties of this place. And Hammerhead just goes, fuck! just unhappily. Sandy goes, synchronizing the watch now and putting it away.
It starts once we leave.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, to calm that bitter taste in your mouth, just think about the next time when we're fighting, and you'll have a chance. I mean, you won't win, but you might have a chance.
Mud, as you say that, immediately in your brain, you realize that in this room right now, every single member of the Shiver Gang is going to dogpile you the next time they fight, because if they kill you, they become the second rung and the leader of everybody beneath Nine Rose. Make sense?
That's hilarious. I'm incredibly hard to kill.
Okay.
Many have tried. Few have succeeded.
That's a bar. That's a fucking bar. Oh, what's up? Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, hypothetically, if I did banish like Hammer or Blacktip, would then I have become the second rung until they reappeared?
If you were to banish Hammer, you would become the third rung
For a
until
minute.
Hammer comes back.
All right, yeah. Cool. A minute.
We have a minute. Go.
Get out! You pull the fire alarm.
Oh, man.
And Mud will just hold a guiding bolt. It'll weave between his fingers, as he will swim to... Which one of these here looks like the oldest member?
The oldest? Wow, I actually don't think I have thought about that. That is a great question. Wow. Let me very quickly just run down my descriptions for these people. Well, it was Blacktip. That's no longer relevant. I would probably say that it would be Mako.
I want to swim right up to Mako. And it's just my regular face, but there's a usual hollowness behind Mud's eyes in general, and now it just looks like two brown voids of like just emptiness behind it. And he's just gonna do his best, because Shark's eyes kind of,
Yeah. He's getting bombastic side eye.
But Mud is going to swim up to him and... How long have you been working with this? How long have you been a part of the Shivers Gang?
I'm just gonna roll a quick d20. 20 years.
Perfect. Did you ever do any business alongside the coast of Horcry?
Yes.
Did you ever attack any ships sailing off the coast of Horcry?
Yes.
If I were to give you the name of that ship, would you remember anything about it?
Yes.
Does the name Bounty of the Forest ring a bell to you?
You see his eyes trail up for a moment, and he runs back through his memories the last 20 years of what a time to get a nat 20. Very convenient. And he runs through that, and he goes, yes, if memory serves correctly, it was one of the first raids that I accompanied, right after Nine Rose killed Tiger, to ascend to the first rung of the ladder. And it was his effort to prove himself as worthy to properly establish himself even after Tiger was dead. And I believe the haul from that was productive. Crates of seeds, other natural textiles and materials, and then I believe anywhere between a half dozen to 10 druids sent to Tangleroot.
I know you focused on getting the kids because they were easier to break in. Do you... I'm not done talking yet.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember anything about two human druids who had a little boy with them?
I was not in charge of the actual raid itself. Rather, I was the one that was manipulating currents to keep the ship in place.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay. Your name is Mako?
Mako, yes. That is the agreed upon name within the ladder. I do have a true name, though. If you wish for me to tell you, I can.
I don't give a fuck about your true name.
Yes,
Here's
sir.
the deal.
Yes, sir.
After those 4 hours are done, you can go back to Nine Rose and tell him you failed. And here's the thing that's going to save your life, Mako. You're going to explain to him why you failed and who's coming after him. And you're going to impress upon him how important it will be for him to remember that 10-year-old boy he dragged from that boat on that day, because I'm back. And you can look at me. You saw for yourself how hard it is to take me down. Let him know. Best for him to sleep with one eye open for a while.
I will make sure he does not sleep, sir. I will convey that word for word to the best of my ability.
You look like a smart fish.
I won't miss a word,
Okay.
sir.
I'm done.
Yes, sir. Mako steps back, and unless there's anything else that wants to be said, now would be the time, as the 4-hour clock is going to begin as you guys swim out of here. Anything else?
One last kind of stupid thing.
Please.
Are any
Yes.
of them wearing? Are any of them wearing any jewelry?
Do any of them have cool weapons?
Blacktip. Blacktip had a cool mace.
Yes, Blacktip had the coolest thing, and his things are just now all Mud's things, and Mud's things are now all your things. So
I take him.
yeah, Blacktip's
I
mace.
loot his corpse. I steal his vest.
Well, cool weapons. Hammerhead just has light hammers. Nothing too. I'll be honest. Didn't give a cool description to those because they're just hammers. If you want me to, you can take them. We can just retroactively say that they're cooler than they are. But really, they're just kind of like they're just used for beating people up. Sandy has those teeth spears made from her own teeth. And Meku has his stone tablet spellbook. And then for jewelry, fuck it, I'll make 3 d20s to see if any of these get above a 15.
I don't want their shit besides the one that we killed.
Not even the tooth spear. That's kind of cool.
There was one in me. I don't want her teeth. I don't want her mouth stuff.
Yeah, but you know how cool it'd be when we came back to fight them and we kill her with one of her own spears.
I'm just gonna kill her with my punches like I kill everything else.
All right, let's hear about the jewelry.
And across Sandy's neck, Cowrie, you are able to see a necklace that is made of small, like almost like glimmering scales. They almost look like gemstones. But upon closer, if you want to inspect it closer, you can.
I do swim up to her.
Sandy remains stock still as instructed by Mud. Just basically like, wait here, don't move, fucking, and then before we leave, and she takes that, she's like rigid back. You swim up, and you're able to notice that they are like some inlaid pearls, some like little like hoops, some like rings with diamonds on them, and you're able to notice it's jewelry and things that have been taken from those that she probably hit with impressive shots. And you're able to see maybe 4 or 5 different like shimmering almost scales that you'd be able to identify would be the external section of seal skin.
Like a necklace of human nails.
God. I do yank it off of her. I'm not going to keep it, but I am going to take it.
Okay.
And then I pull one of the teeth off of her spears, and I shove them in my pockets, and I say, "Thanks." And I move away.
Always happy to start anew. And she rips out one of her own teeth and sticks it onto the spear that you removed the tooth from.
Efficient.
Resourceful. Okay, anything else? Olive, you have success. You're that tablet. It was 3 inches. It was 3 inches thick before. It's now 1.5 inches thick. You've just grinded this thing down like a bad tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Is there?
Yeah, when I'll finish, she's just been silently watching this whole exchange.
Okay, got it. Anything else?
Is there anything? Mud's not gonna roll good for this, but like he told them to wait 4 hours in here, and like Olive's gotten rid of the big important thing. But is there anything else in here that could tip them off that they could use?
I'm just gonna be honest with you. No. With their intense knowledge of the seas, it's possible, but then it's just like, oh, they just swim a lot. Maybe they know where but again, they don't know the riddle. They don't like it's like, oh, we can go search the deep ocean. That's most of the ocean. So it's kind of it's difficult to where. So
that's
no, you
most of the planet.
Unless I roll 5 nat 20s right now, you guys are fine. Hold on. Let's see. 1 in 1,600 chance. Oh my god! No, it's like all ones. You're fine.
They're all ones?
We have nat 1, a 6, a 12, and a 15, and also a 14. So.
Are you kidding? You had 2 nat 1s?
2 nat 1s, yes. I saved my good rules for Ella too.
You really do. Okay. Mud is just going to then he's just going like Sandy and Hammer, like they weren't there during that attack.
Probably not. No.
Okay. Mud just says, "Can't say it's been a pleasure. Bye."
So they nod, Hammer growls, and you guys can begin swimming off if you want.
I send a disrespectful finger.
Yeah, what's up, Kate? What's up?
Once I'm finished, I slam my hand into the tablet, basically doing an unarmed strike to come out of invisibility. And I look at the three of them and I say, I suggest the best use of your time would be praying to Umberly for forgiveness. And I leave.
As you begin to leave, Olive, I'm going to make a quick religion check for all three of them to see if they kind of like understand anything about the theology of Umberly. With Mako with a 17 on the die, Mako says back, as you guys are leaving, we have offered her many souls. I doubt there's anything that needs forgiving. And you guys disappeared back into the tunnels. And with that, blood in the water, that combat encounter, excellent job, guys. As you guys begin to exit the carpal tunnels, we can say that you guys are able to swim all the way back through everything, back up and up and up, until finally you're able to see shimmering water above you, and finally and breach and suck in fresh air from the cavern entrance into the carpal tunnels. And just as you guys are walking back onto the beach, having successfully completed this, gotten all the information you possibly could have, everyone here give me a perception check. It's gonna be the last thing we do for today. It's 11, make a wish.
That's a 1, but I'm gonna flip my coin.
Okay.
That's a 2.
2. Okay, excellent. Mud,
24.
24.
17.
Mud is a cold sweat.
17. Gab, you're muted. Couldn't hear you.
15.
15, 17, 24. Olive and Cowrie exiting out of this cave. Her finally sucking in air. Mud, intense emotional experience there. Both you kind of trailing behind. Olive and Cowrie, you guys walk out onto the beach, and you guys are able to look off deep into the waters, like towards, again, just the watery horizon that the waters around the Grip Isles would be. And just ever so far in the distance, by about 200 yards-ish, you are able to see a large dorsal fin and just slightly graze across the horizon before disappearing. And noticing that, what you guys can most likely assume is that suffering the loss of the second rung of the Shiver Gang, and also with the orders now given by the second rung to the remaining Sharkin of the Shiver Gang, you guys get the feeling that, given Kenneth Ward never showed up, given Bull never showed up, given Carpet never showed up, most likely after these 4 hours have passed, the Shiver Gang will be retreating and continuing their search for whatever is related to this. Meaning that after these 4 hours have passed, you all, even during these 4 hours, you can sleep easy, knowing the Shiver Gang have been bested and will not returning to the Grip Isle for a good amount of time. And that's going to be ending tonight's session. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are we all having a good time?
Yar.
Yes,
Yar.
and yes.
Absolutely.
The Shiver Gang, everybody. The main conflict of the Grip Isle. And of course, next session, roleplay at the Terraborg Manor. Gonna have a very easy time. And then you guys get to decide where you go next on your journey.
Oh, I can't wait to go steal all their treasure. Their pinpoint GPS location.
You looked them dead in the face and were like, oh, we're gonna do a B&E when you're not home. And they're like, yes, ma'am. Alrighty.
Gab, when you told Hammer that you loved him, I felt like I was gonna puke.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
That made me scream laugh.
Do I
That
have to
was
say
so
it back?
funny. No.
Oh
But
my gosh.
I will say though that like 100%. I think of the two most appropriate characters this could have gone to is either Cowrie or Mud. Cowrie from like a very clear like apex predator prey mentality, and Mud because of the obvious history that has there. But like, but Darby, when you were like, I'm not gonna focus on Blacktip, I was like, all right, gonna change that story beat a little bit, no problem. It's like, can you imagine Nine Rose being like, you mean to tell me that a Selkie is now my second in command?
Oh
my
so
gosh.
good.
You mean to tell me that the shit I eat kicked your ass?
Yo.
You eat shit? Just immediate. Oh
my
god.
God.
So yes. Oh, and also, well, and just to be clear about like kind of how the dynamic works. First of all, Gab, when you asked that, I was like, damn, what a very important thing. Good thing to clarify that. You're very good at focusing fire. Also, this is gonna sound kind of weird. Darby, Cowrie just kind of has Carpet as like a servant. Now, if you want, he's gonna do what you say because he's not going back with Nine Rose, so.
New crew member. New crew member.
You
new
can tell
crew
him just
member.
you can tell him just to leave the gang if you want. I don't know if that's an option that's been provided to him, but it's possible.
He could just hang out on the grip aisle. Do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I could get him a job.
He can go hang out at the
Can you-
arbor.
He can be a waiter.
He could be a waiter.
Can you-
Yeah.
Can you imagine this like a highly skilled, highly like trained group of insurgent agents comes to an island that has no naval force, no protection army, and 3 of their members die / are gone.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And the other 3 don't come back for 4
hours.
It's just like, what happened?
Nine
We
Rose
had
is
to
like-
wait
he
because
just
they
sit-
told us to.
He's got little like stumpy legs. He's just like sitting on the seafloor and is like, I probably shouldn't have delegated that task. Probably should have followed up myself.
It's the
Might need a new gang.
it's the fact that you turned around and it wasn't like 20 minutes. It wasn't an hour. It was 4 hours. You had to wait here.
It was the first thing that popped into my head.
I thought I was gonna
listen,
lose it.
When Drew started to choke laugh, I was like, I've made the right choice.
Sit here for 4 hours.
4 hours.
I was like, that should be enough for us to like get away.
Oh yeah, no, you guys are gonna be sleeping fucking soundly, wake up, and they're gonna be just leaving. Like, I didn't know I could get pruny, and then leave.
Listen, they'll have to just swim in circles inside there to keep breathing.
Oh, it's so cramped in there. That's gonna suck.
It's gonna get stuffy.
So, but yes, with the combat of the grip aisle concluded, a couple things for next session. Number 1, roleplay. We're gonna take the foot off the gas in terms of the stress of all this. Number 2, where are you guys going next? A lot of leads to follow up on, and Balar Fortress only a stone's throw away. But with that is a problem we can solve on next time. As everybody, thank you for coming to the table. We really do appreciate it, and we hope to see you next time. Much love, everybody. Peace out.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good night.
Goodbye,
Yar har.
friends.
Yar har!